can't see a thing.
Go on, Rita, baby. Now that sounds really groovy. I tell you what, let's sing. Well, it's nice to see Brick safe and sound. After all he's been around, and in my view he should be crowned the King of Limbo. Well, he's had his ups and he's had his downs. He's had his smiles and he's had his frowns. But I still say he should be crowned the King of Limbo.
What more can a poor boy do? Working for the likes of me and you. What more can a poor boy say? But I could use your help in any way.
He took his courage to the brink. If it were me, I would turn to drink. Well, that's the reason I think he should be the King of Limbo. Yeah, he had to visit enough sins, but at least he kept his leggy limbs. I think that we.
All right, I'm ready to go. We're gonna skip King of Limbo today. No, I'm not for any particularly bad reason or anything. It's just I don't know. I don't want to listen to it today. I don't know. I started it. I thought it would take me longer to get some water. It didn't. Here I am, and I actually need to play my Switch tonight anyway because I need to record. So very nice. Okay. I didn't record nearly as much as I wanted to these last couple of days. I've been so tired. It's more that I've been tired than anything else, and I need to manage shit better. Lol. As if that's ever gonna happen. Am I right? Or am I right? Anyway, I was thinking that maybe in a few days I might actually play some more Xenoblade 3. I feel like I'm jonesing a bit for it. So to me, I might try to do like a lot of recording today and tomorrow. So that way I could have like a whole bunch of footage stockpiled, you know? I think that'll be like for the best, right? That'd be the keynote. That would be exactly what I need to do. And I plan to set out and do it. So let me break this off. Okay. All right. Like 2 or so hours of this, and then I'll get bored and I'll get tired, and most of all, I'll get hungry, and then I'll move on, and then I'll forget about it immediately. And I think tomorrow I might swap this. I might play Fire Emblem, because I haven't played that in almost a month. I think that was kind of my month break I was talking about. I was like, oh, I kind of should like stop playing Fire Emblem for like a month, right? Like just because I'm burnt out on it a little bit. And I guess I kind of ended up taking it one way or another, and I'm just like, you know what? Oh shit, I'm full on both of these, for real? It's because I don't half-ass and half-use Pokemon anymore. Like, if I use Pokemon... Oh shit, I put the berries away, whoops. We have 78. Let's take out 15. There we go. I don't really, like, half-use Pokemon anymore, if that makes sense. Like, if I use Pokemon, I... Oh! We're not going to get a shiny. But the fact that that's the first event of the day is outlandish. Wow. And remember, this event can appear in 2 areas. It's just really, really unlikely. I really, really think Eevee is like the highest tier, right? Because remember last time or the time before I went over like what the tier priority was? Yeah, I think that Bergmite. Oh Lord. I think Eevee is a really, really, really high tier, which means that it's not likely to spawn. Okay. Unbelievable. I complain about this forever and it finally happens. Okay. EVs never fight back, they just run, which is fine by me. Watch another friend stream for 4 hours, didn't get a shiny until a weasel popped up. I'm bored and got nothing to do on FF. Oh, here we go. Ready? Poof, poof, poof. Is that it? Yeah. It's unfortunate. These happen so infrequently. If these happen more, this would be the best chance to get a shiny Eevee, like, in this generation. But because it happens so infrequently, it's like, you're never really gonna get it. That's what makes me kind of sad, is like, I want it to happen more, and it doesn't. People in my FC don't want to do roulettes, but I like to do them after stream. Yeah, probably. I got nothing else to do. That makes sense. I would start maybe leveling other classes. I would recommend Eureka if you could still really play Eureka. I'll be grabbing that. Thank you. Am I sighted right now? I don't think I am. I mean, for me, I have stuff to do on FF. I have to do Gathering. I have to do the stupid Omicron shit. Honestly, I should almost do an FF stream, like, regularly now. I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy, and some days I just wake up, and in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to just, like, kill time on Pokemon. Because that's what Pokemon is for me. Once you beat the main game, it's a time killer. But it's, like, a fun time killer that I really like. Because I enjoy, like, having a team, you know, beefing up more Pokemon to be good on the team and shit. That's... Are there only 3 packages here? That's what I like about Pokemon, is you get like a team of Pokemon together, you can level them up and stuff. That's why I played Heart Gold for so many years after it came out. Like, it was 2014, 2015, 2016, and I was still playing Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Well, mostly Heart Gold. And like I said, recently I started replaying Heart Gold, or I replayed Soul Silver, excuse me. And that was like one of the big things. I did Platinum, I think, like a year or 2 ago. And then I played Soul Silver recently, so I could import all those Pokemon from those GBA playthroughs I did. Yeah, the ones I streamed and I did actual playthroughs on. I imported every Pokemon out of them, except for maybe like some worthless Pokemon like Caterpie or something. Right? Like anything of substance, I imported. It was like a whole a whole week or 2 long ordeal for me to move everything out of it. But I did it, and that's one of the things I like about playing on original hardware, right? Is that all those Pokemon, like someday I'm just gonna be like, okay, let me duplicate them, let me back them up, and then I'm gonna probably push them to fucking Gen whatever, I don't know. Now that said, like, my biggest thing is I don't want to pay for home. I don't like the idea that not only do they deny you access to it, but they delete your Pokemon. I think that that's fucked up. I think they just shouldn't do that. But whatever. If home didn't delete my Pokemon, I probably would have subbed like a couple of times at least, just to put Pokemon in there, you know? Okay, very nice. Gyarados, Tangrowth, and Psyduck. I mean, listen, I can respect the hustle for, what is it, outbreaks or whatever, right? Mass outbreaks are just better. See, my thing is that probably cutting through a bunch of Psyducks is faster than Gyarados, right? Let's see if I can get one more shiny Gyarados. I just want one more, right? We have like a 10%, like a 1/13% chance or some shit to get it. So I just want to get one more shiny Gyarados, right? I mean, I'll take a bunch, but, you know, I won't be super greedy, okay? Let me turn up my volume. Let me turn up my volume so either someone will sub, or a shiny will happen, or I'll fly into a fucking event again, and it'll deafen me and scare the shit out of me again. Because people enjoy some suffering. If I could just get away with fighting one, then it's easy, right? It's when you have to fight multiple, right? Because I can only fight one at a time, even with a fast Pokemon like Raichu. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, dude, think about all the Pokemon I imported. Because I was moving my DS, and I'm like, damn, my Emerald's still in here. And then I just remembered that I have nothing in those games, and I'm like, oh man, I should almost replay them. I was actually thinking about replaying Leaf Green or some shit again for some reason. And then the reason why I don't like to replay old Pokemon games sometimes is because I know that no matter what, I cannot, like, complete the Pokedex, right? That is one thing I will give modern Pokemon games, right? Is that, provided it's not, like, ridiculous, you could kind of readily get Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, it's just easier, right? That's the thing I have to give Gen 8, is completing the Dex is actually, like, a reasonable challenge now. Which is why it's such a damn shame that all the Dexes are so small. But, I mean, Scarlet Violet, they showed off some dog Pokemon, and I don't know. Like I said, it's like a Luigi's Mansion ghost. It's like the Polterpup or whatever. I never played Dark Moon to this day, by the way. Like, my illest hope is that, like, some year they'll be like, hey, for Halloween, here's Dark Moon altered for the Switch. And then I could just play that, because that would be dope. I mean, to me, like, the OG Luigi's Mansion just looks the best. From the little bit of Dark Moon I've seen, and from the little bit of Luigi's Mansion for a little bit. I played the whole game. I didn't really like Luigi's Mansion 3. I just feel like it felt like a way more linear, you know what I mean? Like, whereas Luigi's Mansion 1 is kind of like going room to room looking for ghosts. Even if it is linear, right? Like, it still feels like there's a little bit more, I don't want to say free roam, but a little bit more agency, I guess. I kind of want a Luigi's Mansion game where you just have a big fucking mansion. I think I said this during the playthrough. I was like, I just want a game where you have like a four-story mansion with a basement, a graveyard, you know, and a fucking attic, right? And I want to be able to traverse the map. I think that's my biggest complaint about Luigi's Mansion, is that you can't really traverse the map. They removed like 1 or 2 key doors when the game was in development that would have made like traversing the second floor easier and faster. And I just really hate that more or less like the game is kind of linear in that sense, right? So I just wish that they didn't do that. That's just me personally, obviously. Still a classic, still an amazing game for 2001, right? I got nothing but love for it. It's just I can't play it every single Halloween. So I think I have a game in mind for this Halloween. I don't know if it'll be a stream special, but I think I got a good game in mind. Not that, I mean, beyond Aria of Sorrow, which I need to play more of, and I'll do that tomorrow. Okay, we're done. Let's go get the boxes. I actually have a video ready for tomorrow. It's just from a playthrough. I don't know if I want to make public yet. It's not Halloween themed. You know, playing Xenoblade has me just doing some funny stuff, you know, like Xenoblade 3 really kind of rekindled my love of RPGs a lot, you know? So here I am, right? Like, I love RPGs. Like I said, it's a genre I never get tired of. I absolutely love it. It's fun. It's enjoyable, especially when you get to customize and pick your teammates, right? Who doesn't love that? That's like one of the most fun things. That's why I played Three Houses. Like, beyond the good story, I was like, dude, the gameplay of Three Houses is fun as fuck. Like, you get to do a lot of customization and stuff. And I was like, oh, yo, this is lit. Is that it? That looks like a log. Nice camera, by the way. Alpha Hippopotamus. Alright. One sister is in here. I was also thinking about the banana splits for some reason. That might be a little bit of a fucking boomer reference. I mean, like, I'm old. I remember when the banana splits were on, like, late night Cartoon Network. I never really understood, like, the appeal of them. But I remember that shit. And I always thought it was weird. I think that and Chuck E. Cheese is, like, why I don't like animatronics, basically. Like animatronics just weird me out. That's why, like, a lot of people ask me, well, you know, people not necessarily in my friend group ask me, why don't you play, like, Five Nights at Freddy's and shit? And I'm just like, dude, I have, like, underlying trauma from when I was taken to a birthday party, like when I was like 6 or 7. And it was legitimately a memory I repressed my whole life until I was 21. Like 14 years I forgot I went to that birthday party until fucking FNAF. It's like the most haunting thing in my life, probably. Like, actually traumatized by it. Because I was trying to do Welcome to the Game, but I had to make a choice between playing Welcome to the Game 2 and making content. And basically, if I've learned anything in my life, content will win out over almost anything. Because I like being here, you know? And if I'm not here on a stream, I like being... Oh, wait, actually, what's your name? Ash, are you there? I'm summoning you. From Ink of Blackest Night. Denizens of the Abyss. Such a good raid. Such a fucking good raid, man. That shit was. Still is. I mean, they nerfed it, but whatever. Do I want to sit around and wipe at fucking Thunder God for 5 hours every weekend? No. After a point, I was okay with that getting nerfed. Because I was like, do I want to sit here and wipe while people try to struggle to do basic mechanics? No. Like, I know people like challenge. Do you want to wipe every fucking hour until you clear something? No. No, no. I know that kind of is like, well, what's the point of something unless you know, unless there's challenge, right? But if I want to challenge, I would do Savage. I would do some other shit, you know? There's other things I could play that would kick my ass or whatever. What was that game that you said you wanted me to play on the, on PlayStation or whatever? Was it Dark Cloud? Dark Cloud 2 or some shit? Actually, the real question I gotta ask is, do I have Final Fantasy VII on the PS4? Because I heard the PS4 version is actually really good. That's right, I'm gonna play Final Fantasy VII on the PS4 after finishing the remake 2 years late. That's gonna be my claim to fame. But actually, I kinda am jonesing a bit to play, like, the original 7, because it's like, I play the remake and I'm like, wow, this is like one of the most lackluster, generic action games ever. And that's why I was having a really, really pointless conversation with some of my friends. I was like, well, I don't think the remake is that great. All they did was gut the story. They changed certain things about it, which I think is just silly. And then at the end of it all, they were like, oh, well, the gameplay is just kind of whatever. And I was just, I don't know, man. I feel like if you're going to remake something, right, like, you just remake it as it was. Unless you can, like, Resident Evil it and make the gameplay deeper, you know? But, I mean, like, when I say deeper, I mean for its time, right? Like, Resident Evil 1, at the time it came out, was, like, ridiculous. It was God tier. It was so fucking good. Resident Evil 3 was a setback, by far, the remake. And I know, like, this is why I'm not, like, on any, like, hype mobile for, like, almost any game, because you never really know until it comes out what the fuck is gonna happen, so. Oh my god! Why are we getting so many Eevee events? Dude. So now this is my fucking luck, right? I'll sit here and bitch for 3 weeks I don't get a single Eevee event. I'll randomly decide to pop in on a Friday evening and 2 Eevee events show up. Oh my god. That's insanity. Tutor this Raichu, please. That's nuts. Like, actually, what the fuck, dude? This also damages the user. I want to teach you play rough. I hate that both of Raichu's moves are... It damages the user. It's kind of annoying, honestly. I mean, he's a special attacker anyway. So I should probably take Charge Beam. Right? We don't need Calm Mind. We don't need any of this. I'll take Play Rough for coverage. Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to keep this Raichu as a... I think it's Timid, right? Is it Timid? Okay, that's good. How do you even get Seeds of Mastery? I actually don't even remember. Okay, we'll swap that. Instead of... Well, Swift is good because it uses... It's special. But, like, we have Iron Tail or Play Rough. Like, I don't know. I feel like you get more out of Play Rough, right? Just for coverage. It's just... Pikachu usually just has a bad move pool. Like, there's not really much you can do about it. It just usually has a bad move pool. That's why I don't really like to use it. Despite being like one of the most iconic Pokemon, probably the literal most iconic Pokemon in history, I unironically think Eevee is a better mascot for this series. I really do. But I mean, like, how could you have Ash run around with an Eevee that never evolves? I mean, like, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee kind of felt that way. That's just why I wish it was a real Pokemon game and you could change which one you wanted to play. That's what really makes me sad about it, is that if that was the case for Let's Go Eevee, I think it would have been a really good game. I think it would have been one of my favorite Pokemon games if it was just Fire Red, Leaf Green with a couple changes and you just run around with the fucking Eevee. I think that would have been really fun. But yeah, I don't know. That's not what they did, so. Like that, it was the catching that made me not want to play Let's Go Eevee. Oh, I asked, what was the name of the game that you wanted me to play? The JRPG on the channel. What was the name of it? That I was like, oh, well, when I get the money, maybe. What was the name of it? Was it Dark Cloud 2? Rogue Galaxy, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Now, can we get an Eevee? Please? I'm gonna have to get a third Eevee event to get an Eevee out of this fucker. Would you believe that shit? Can I please? Please? Please, 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 game? 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 Yeah, I'm also by Pokemon Snap. I got you covered on that. Please? 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 That's 12. I think that's the max. I don't think we could get any more than that. 13. Actually, I think it's 12 to 15. Well, that fucking sucks. Oh, well. That's crazy. 2 fucking Eevee events. Still, I'm only 1 for 1. I think, or what am I, like 1 for 5, I think, at this point? 1 for 5 on Eevee events. That's insane. That is such good luck. Considering that they never fucking spawn ever. Electabuzz or Mr. Mime? I kind of don't want to look at either. I'll look at Electabuzz, I guess. I'm sorry, Elekid. Elekid. I am actually kind of interested in Pokemon Snap, but, like, I don't know. It's just when I play a Pokemon game, I like the idea that whatever you do, you could take with you, right? That to me is just a really good way that they handle Pokemon, basically. I don't care about this, actually. Let's see. That to me is just a really awesome thing that Pokemon has done since Gen 3, and I just really like that you could bring Pokemon over. Let me close my box cutter before I accidentally stab myself. I really like that you could bring Pokemon over. I don't know. It's just one of my favorite things to do. I kind of want to fish for fucking Eevee events now. Plus, we already have 100 of all the Pokemon that they just showed. We have multiple Chanseys, multiple Happinies, and Pichus. We have like 4 Pichus or some shit. Okay, Rogue Galaxy. I gotta remember that. I think it's on PS4. I'd love for my PS4 to stop ejecting discs, though. That would be really, really keyno. I don't know why my PS4 is like, oh, well, let me just blow the disc out until you hard shut me off. But that's what it does now. It's just old. It's an old console at this point. Alright, nothing. I don't particularly want to wade through this. And I don't know. I was thinking about a couple other games I wish I had played, you know, back years ago. It's kind of funny how time just flies, you know? It's actually really kind of nuts. Like, imagine you just wake up one day and, like, 10 years have gone by. That's what it feels like sometimes. But I think it's mostly just because I remember how I felt all those years ago, you know? Like, you just kind of naturally remember, like, how good things were. What the hell are those? Clefairies? You remember the good times for the good times and the games you played during the good times. Why did that sound like snoring? fuck? What's over here? What? Oh, it's always up here. Dude, I've done this so many times. How is this even a shocker? How did Hippopotas get up here? What? That doesn't even make sense. Dude, sometimes Pokemon is just stupid. What the fuck, man? Yeah, the Hippopotas climbed up a cliff. Okay, dude. And I like Hippowdon, too, but that is silliness. I'm hoping that in the next couple of days, I'll get the, I ordered an external so I could store all of my YouTube videos on one hard drive. So I'm hoping that makes it easier to like consult, you know, backup, whatever, everything, right? I'm gonna order a second one of those. I'm hoping by Black Friday there will be a second one of those on sale, and I'm gonna order it then because I want to ensure that I have 2 backups on my YouTube channel. If I had more money, I would totally put more backups, but as it stands, I can only do so much. So I would love to ensure that I have multiple backups on my YouTube channel at all times. You know, because if I sit here and put the work in, I mean, hell yeah. Storing stuff is cheap now, right? Storing data is cheap. It's nothing. It's nothing like it would have been like 10 years ago. Uh-oh, who's messaging me? I thought it was PayPal for a second. Oh yeah, I did finish, I did get that PayPal thing figured out, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, besides that, we're probably gonna hit 50 streams of this, right, by the time Scarvio comes out. Like I said, I'm still gonna stream this game, but I think I'm gonna have to drop it down a little bit more as I kind of get used to this new schedule I'm working off of. Might even drop it for a little bit when I finally do play Scarvio, just so I can maximize time, so I can complete the decks as quickly as possible and then get back to business, right? And then we'll be able to know what gets imported where and how do we handle this and all that type of stuff. Is that it? Yeah. Alright, go back. Oh, man. Nah, fucking finish Bayonetta this weekend, hopefully. That would be, like, actually, like, top performance of me if I finish Bayonetta in, like, a week or, like, a day or 2. That's, like, my main focus this weekend. Is I want to play a lot of Bayonetta and have a bunch of Bayonetta shit lined up. That, a couple mystery games, you know. So I think tomorrow, that'll be, like, the primary thing I do, is I'm going to make a whole bunch of content tomorrow. I even have a video ready for Sunday. I have to do a fucking podcast, though. And that shit is going to be long as shit. I'm going to need to have a lot of water on hand. Alright, any sisters? No, actually, this is a very sparse event. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is only a 10 event. I'm pretty sure. What was the numbers that Sanuba gave, or Sabuna, or whatever their name was? I think they gave something like, what is it, like anywhere from like 9 to 15. Buzz. What is it? What is actually around this corner? I'm very confused. What is it? Is it gonna be some like Elekid or some shit? Yeah, Sneasel. You know, I never found a shiny Sneasel in this game. A shiny Hisuian Sneasel. There's no way I'm getting a Jotonian one. That's too much effort. I'm not gonna farm that out. Like I said, the fact that like space-time distortions are as bad as they are is exactly why, like, as a gameplay mechanic, you could pretty much forget about them once you get everything you need out of them. Like, they're not really farmable. We got multiple. events. Like, I'm not gonna wait around for that. It's too much. It's already too long. Alright, Gibble. Let's leave. I think this was the only event, right? Dude, I'm praying for an Eevee. I would love to get a shiny Eevee in this game so I could get another shiny Umbreon. That is precisely what I want. Because I think Umbreon is just the... Oh, there's nothing. Excellent. I think Umbreon is just the fastest, right? Or the best looking. Not the fastest. It's just actually pretty slow out of the evolutions. I like Umbreon. It's a pretty fun Pokemon to use, honestly. And plus, the blue rings look really good. That's why I was so happy when I got my shiny Umbreon in BDSP. I was like, dude, this is literally what I've been waiting for, like, my whole life. Has been for a shiny Umbreon. Espeon is green. I don't know why they made Espeon green. I would have made it, like, silver. I think silver will look way better. Silver or gold. Not green. That's what I mean. The shiny coloring... sus sometimes. Very sus. Alright, Onyx. Okay, well, they're not going to put it on the map. That's fine. What the fuck is this? It's like in the middle of the road or some shit. Okay, let's go south. I think this is going to be one of those slow days. You know how it is. Some days it's like, oh my god, it's great. I get tons of shinies, like non-stop. And then some days it's like, yeah, how about no, and you get nothing. And you'll like it. And I'm like, well, what can I do? And then other days my shiny will be a Lickitung, and it's like... I mean, I guess you made your point, right? Dude, RNG is such a pain in the ass. Like, I'll play a game that'll have, like, a crit build or something, and in the back of my head, like, it could be super meta and vetted by, like, a ton of players. And in the back of my mind, I'll be like, but what does the consistent damage build look like, you know? Just because, I don't know. I never liked RNG like that. I always feel like RNG builds aren't as cool as, like, having something that you know is rock solid. Sometimes it can be fun to watch, right? Do I even want to dig through the Grottle event? We already got our shiny. I'm kind of tired of them. Let's go up to Bravo Arena. Pachirisu, which no one would ever care about a shiny Pachirisu in history. I wish they had like a easy to look at checklist for the amount of Pokemon you have alphas for. Like you didn't have to click into a menu or something. Oh, that was it? It was Psyducks? Yeah, this is not looking too great. But I'm not going to go back. I only go back when it's like multiple Pokemon or events that I really want. Like I'm not doing this whole we're going to check every event anymore. It's too much time. So either we get the shiny or we don't. And we just go back. What was it? Oh my god, I thought that was the shiny sound. This game got me fucked up, man. After this, let's grab the boxes and then we'll just go. Oh shit. Yeah. What does she use again? Rhyhorn? Yeah, I should just use Weavile. Dude, did they even do anything in the plot? Like, at all? The sisters? I kind of feel like they're just there because they want more Gen 4 references. See if I can keep my extra turns. I don't think it works this way, though. Now I'm just dicking around. Just never let them move. Okay, yep, there you go. I mean, you would think at some point they would just be like, you know what, fuck this, but that's just because they need a way to get money in this game. And this is like the only consistent way to get money. And they give you a lot of money. They give you, what is it, 5 nuggets? It's like 50k, I think, every time you fight one of them. Yeah, 5 nuggets. At some point it went from 4 to 5. And that's when this became extra worth it. Which is precisely why I need to do more with it. I need to actually sell some of those nuggets so I can make a ton of money. And then I can... I don't know, like, is it even worth, like, maxing out the backpack, like, at all? I feel like the only time my backpack gets full is when I literally do not check in anything at the box. I wonder what happens when you have a full box and a full bag of an item. Maybe the game is just like, oh, you cannot carry anymore. It just drops it at your feet. Okay, it's corn rolls. Let's leave. Or, well, not let's leave. Let's grab the box and go. It's corn rolls, dude. Okay. They're actually both right here, which is nice. Sent back to Bear. What? I really wonder, like, why do people never capitalize their names on Pokemon? That would bother me to high heaven if I played, like, a 100-hour Pokemon playthrough and my name was misspelled. I would honestly, if, like, hypothetically, if I was somehow unable to catch that, I would legit consider restarting the game for that. Like, I have to have my name properly done. I don't know. I just feel like when you play a game and you self-insert, right? Even on the most basic of levels, like what Pokemon lets you do. I don't know. I just feel like you kind of have to, right? Oh my god. Well, I guess we should do Mischievous, maybe? I'm not gonna lie, none of these Pokemon are that appealing to me. Yeah, let's do fucking Mischievous. Why not? We have a good chance of getting one. I'll evolve this one, too, into Mismagius, since I already have one. That's, like, the only shiny I don't have multiples of anyway. That and Psyduck, so... I think they're right over here. Yep. Actually, I think they might just flee. Yeah, do Mischievous's even fight? I've never defeated a Mischievous. Do they flee? I have no idea. I have no idea how Mischievous's work. Maybe that's the ghost fleeing animation, yeah. I don't think I've ever seen that. Because I don't think many ghost-type Pokemon flee in this game. I think they're all aggressive. Like, genuinely. I think every ghost-type in this game is aggressive. Yeah. That's actually cool. How many hours have I played this game? I've never seen a ghost-type flea. Not like that, at least. That's interesting. Okay. Alright. Should I go back for any of the other Pokemon? Probably not. Then we should just get out of here. Yeah, I played this game 170 some hours collectively. I've never once seen a Mischievous like that at all. Alright, pretty nice. Okay. Staraptor and Magby? Do I want to do Magby? You know it's out on the fucking island. That's why I kind of don't want to do it. And I don't really care much for a shiny Staraptor. We already have one. We have the whole Starly evolutionary line. Oh my god, 3 of the packages are like right here. Glad to see that it's Adriana and N that are like this week's sacrifices, basically. Actually, if you could believe it or not, I was playing World of Warcraft, and one of the things I actually like about retail is that retail has you, if you're playing a druid and you're in travel form, you automatically transform into whatever form works, you know, for you. And I actually thought that that was really awesome, that they have that feature. Such a good quality of life feature, so you don't have to, it lowers the hotbar bloat by you not having to select aquatic form, right? You just combine it, so if you're in water, you're automatically in, what's it called, form? Travel form. They basically just made aquatic form just an alternate version of travel form, which is really awesome. Man. That's it. Yeah, okay. I think this is literally just a Zelda theme. But yeah, it was nice. I missed playing this game a year ago. Or not this game in particular, but... What the fuck? Oh, I'm being texted. Nice. I kind of missed that, like, that Gen 4, like, revitalization and rush. Oh my god. Okay, other side. Alright. Oh, I didn't look for the sisters. Man, I wish there was a fucking warp point up there. That is so annoying. It is so cardinally frustrating that you don't have a warp point in the in the northwest. Even if it was some silly shit. I just wish you had a warp point up there. That's why I really don't like going to that area, because there's always a warp point. Or there's always something up in the northwest, or just in the, you know, out in the sea, and you have to do so much running and traveling. Like, yeah, it's like only 30 seconds, but you know, it's something. It adds up. And moreover, just the fact that they put all these warp points and then they put them next to each other. So whenever you want to actually do something, you gotta fucking hard travel to different places. Like, there's no warp in the southwest of this map, right? But, I mean, this map I just feel is more serviceable anyway. So it's not like a super big deal. Alright. See if we could get at least one shiny. Just one. Sneasel. I mean, there's a chance we get a Murkrow event. Should I save? Depends how I feel in, like, 10 minutes, honestly. Not even. Alright, what is it? Okay. I had to verify my PlayStation account today. It's the first time I booted my PS5 in, like, I want to say months. I seriously have not booted it in months. And so there was a whole update. They updated everything about it. I had to fucking, like, I forgot how my two-factor is even set up. I was like, what? I put two-factor on this? I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but it's also like, wow, okay. When was the last time I even logged into this console? I mean, like, I have games I could play on it. I just don't. Alright. I mean, what do you think is better? Ice Shard spam? Or should I just move? Okay, if I could beat this in 3 moves. Yeah, I think it's better to just spam. Okay, well, I'll use Ice Shard again. And then after this, I'll just use fucking Psycho Cut. Psycho Cut's better anyway. Because with Ice Shard, I'm going to have to move... Oh, shit. Well, now I'm really fucking up. Never mind. It's a critical. Very nice. With Ice Shard, I have to move twice to kill somebody. With Psycho Cut or a crit on Night Slash, I only have to move once. That's all I care about. So, like, in this case, it's better to just use Psycho Cut twice. And like a Murkrow event or an Eevee event. I think that would be like the best two. For sure. That's the thing, like we just never really get any of... Oh shit. Yeah. He's half my level and look how much that did. Wow. Wait, why did he aggro and run away? Okay. Okay, that's it. Can we leave, please? Alright, good. Look at this. Look at this cheat code, right? He didn't see me yet. Alright, let's get out of here. I love it. I love doing crazy stuff like that in games. Funny little glitches and shit. Little exploits. We all do a little trolling from time to time. Oh, I didn't collect any of these. Whoops. Yeah, does it get added to you? I think it gets put in your box. I'm pretty sure. I think it's a fail-safe. They put it in the box. Okay. Geodude and Remoraid. Oh, great. I will give the most cursory of glances at Geodude. I think it's on the left side of the map, which again, they really could have spaced out one of these on the left side of the map. It would have been way better, yeah. I really hate that they did not space this shit out. I also kind of hate that there's never a reason to go back to the Temple of Sinnoh. Oh, you're supposed to be there, right? Yeah, okay. I think. I don't really come down this way unless there's an event. Alright, I don't care. That's fine. I just wish that little alcove was like a campfire. That would be fine by me. It's that and being unable to fly. I think that's the two worst parts about this game, is you cannot flap to go up, and they don't really space shit out very decently, so. No, let's reset. We're gonna reset for one good shiny today. One good shiny. And then I will cry myself to sleep. Because today's luck is trash. Last week, poppin'. I think the week before, also bussin'. But today, not really. Dude. Oh, I really should look through this. Now, let's go for a mass outbreak. Yeah, let's go for a mass outbreak. Let's see if we can, you know, mix it up. Try to get something good. We could just dunk in the box. And tomorrow I'll try my weekly EV shiny hunt late at night. I mean, that's probably not going to happen. It's just the odds of you getting it are just so low. That's the problem. The odds of you getting a successful chain all the way to 40 is so low once you find an EV. Like, finding an EV is 5%, but getting to that point is also 5%. It's just a big time waster. So, like, I was hardcore into it, like, a couple weeks ago, or I should say a couple months ago, back in May. But I really know I could pull it off. I know that if I did it every day, I would get it. But it's like, every day, even if you did one chain, like, a chain that gets to 39 and fails is still going to take you, like, close to an hour. You know, like, it's time consuming. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a Happiny. I had no idea what it was. In my head, I had no idea what that Pokemon was. What is going on exactly? You guys run now? Tired of catching feels. You ain't purple, I don't want you. I think there was like a purple like seal in like, was it like Math Blasters or something? Oh man, I miss all those educational software games. I really mean, like, someone actually should put them on Steam. I really think that they would just make like a couple $1,000s. Like, it would be just free revenue. You know, just let Steam boot it. You know, make it boot in Windows 10, and that's it, right? Like, I really wish they would do that. That would be like I'm sure the Putt Putt series probably sold decently, right? Because when I was a kid, I had Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. That was like one of the first games I ever played was Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. It was a point-and-click adventure for kids, right? To get you familiar with, like, computers and stuff. This is back in the 90s. This is when people thought computers were going to be, like, the end game. And then phones came along in, like, what was it, 2008? That's why 2008 is such a revolutionary time in my mind, you know? 2007, 2008, all the game consoles are becoming hardcore and everything, and like people are still making games like they care, and then all that went away. Then now we watch games that people don't give a shit about, right? Very tragic. But yeah, Putt Putt Goes to the Moon. I know a couple friends that played Pajama Sam. I'm trying to remember. It was like a whole thing. Freddy Fish was a big one. I think that's the big one on Steam is Freddy Fish. Like, I'm not doing Skuntank. Freddy Fish is the big one, I think. I think everyone here knows and has played Freddy Fish. They made like 7 Freddy Fish games. It really was point and click games for kids. It's kind of nuts, actually. It's a shame they're gone now. Like it's just a dead genre. Like the only people who would probably buy and play any of that shit are old boomers like me, who remember it when it was new. Hey, Palm. So I bought the whole collection. The only thing I should have bought was the goddamn Leisure Suit Larry collection for $15. That was a fucking L on my part. I don't know why I didn't buy that. I was looking at it. I was like, man, this will be a good fucking thing to grab. That's why there's a whole bunch of games that are in my Steam cart now that I'm like, huh, maybe I should get them. And that's why I'm like, okay, well, I know the next time, you know, some stuff happens, I need to go get, what is it, like Pokemon Snap and like a couple other games. So probably next week I'll like buy a whole bunch of those games or some shit. Oh boy. Alright, and then we literally... Oh, you could use the D-pad to cycle through this? I feel like I've done this before. And I just always forget. Okay. I should check that random EV. But I think I'll pass. What? Did you hear that? That sounded like an audio glitch. I wonder if that was my headphones or what. That scared the shit out of me. It sounded like someone had turned on their mic and was about to start speaking. You know, like how when you turn on a mic, like right before someone talks, like you just become keen to like every noise ever happening in their room all at once. Yeah, that was what that was. That was horrifying. I really wish they didn't do that. That like random sound effect whenever you fast travel somewhere is so silly. You're just supposed to know that it's You're just supposed to know that it's like some random Pokemon's cry, horrifically distorted to the point that you can't really understand what it even is. I don't know. It's like that's the type of stuff I don't get. Like, I don't know. It's not like, it's not even detrimental. It's just like, but why? I guess it's supposed to show that this place is still wild and feral. But let's be honest here, in the last like 100 hours of me playing this game, nothing feels wild or feral. That shit kind of went away after the opening of the game, honestly. Once we started traipsing around all of... Really? Okay, so you get marked for it before the eye shows up. Alpha Yanma. Where the fuck is this? What? You're here? I don't think I've ever seen a Teddy Ursa event over here. Oh, it's Parasect, okay. I don't think I've been here in a long time, honestly. Remember when I used to pick up, like, the revival cabbages and shit? Now it's just a thing of the past. And that's it, okay. Gold Duck. Well, here's the thing. Starly we know is easy, right? Starly is easy and fast, so I'll do this. Unless a Staravia spawns. That's like the one way like a wrench gets thrown in like half of my plans is when the higher evolution. Why is there like a filter? You see this? It's because it's foggy? No, it's sunny. What the hell? You see this? Why is there like a visual filter on the sides of the screen? This is very weird. And now it's gone. What? What? Is a big-ass starling. I like how all these Pokemon willingly, like, drown themselves to get away from you. Forget chewing off their own arm to get away from you. They're like, oh my god, a human? Oh! Wow, they just keep spawning. Holy shit. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Alright. Quest continues. Totally not going to get anything out of this. I refuse to end this stream without one shiny. I really do. If that means I have to be here all night, then so be it. What time is it? Like 8:30-ish? 9? I'll literally be here all night until I get a shiny. No joke. I'm not... No more Yanmas. Okay, maybe I'm being picky here. Admittedly, I am being kind of picky. I am very guilty. Alright, I guess Psyduck is the winner this time. Dude, am I gonna actually get anything tonight? Is it gonna be like 1 in the morning and I'm just gonna be defeated mentally? Just like, fuck it, this game can keep its shinies. I don't care anymore. Honestly, I think when you play the game, like, actually, like, do stuff, I think you just get shinies faster. Maybe I know I'm being picky here about what shinies I do or don't want to grab. But it is what it is, right? I think they're psychic, right? Yep, we got the glitch. Oh no! Why would you do this? He's high. It's also apparently part of Psyduck's page in the book. What? This move misses? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I won't be using that first. Maybe I will put back on another move. I kind of want to have a 100% accuracy move. Even if, okay, maybe it's not about the power, right? What stat? I think the type advantage is just good enough. Maybe I should just rely on that. That's what I mean. There's no good electric types in this game. Like, literally the best one is probably Thundurus. That might be the only good electric type, and you change it to Therian. You really don't have a wide choice. Like, you just actually don't. Alright, that's it. That's unfortunate, but what can you do? Like I said, it's like Jolteon, Electrode, which I don't even think is a good move pool. I think it's just cool because it's part grass type. So, like, now it has access to some extra coverage and stuff, you know? Thundurus. I don't know, like, there's not a lot of electro type. Shinx, right? If you want to do it to fucking death, you get another Shinx. Gotta figure out what's another good Pokemon to take, but I mean, like, since it's rare I even initiate combat, like, it doesn't really matter too much. Like, in fairness, there was like a whole month when I played this game where I did not initiate combat at all. I forgot what it was, even like 2 battle. Oh, great. Okay. Flying right across. There it is. Bro, where's the 1 in 800s? What's going on, man? This game really be tapping out the RNG on 1 week all at once, and then just, like, literally just asleep at the wheel. Oh, great. I have to do this again. Alright. Tactical insertion. Didn't even stagger me. Here's one of the sisters. What does she have again? Rhyhorn? Or Rhydon? Yeah, I guess I'll play. I gotta do some shit though. Oh my god. I have to do stuff. It sucks. This is why I can't stream ever. I can never pick a good time for a stream because someone is always wanting something from me. And that's not a bad thing because, you know, it's my friends. I care about my friends. But I also care about my content. I gotta walk the fine line. Okay. What a disgrace. What a blithering mooncalf I am. Oh. Sounds like something Fawful would say. Yeah, when I'm ready to break my new 3DS, I'm gonna play that game. Game is ridiculous. They really went overboard with like half of those fucking Mario and Luigi games, man. They are insane fucking button mashers. Or, well, I guess not button mashers, but I don't know. Sometimes the way you gotta time shit, man, it's sus. I remember being stuck in that Cacaletta fight for so fucking long. Because as soon as you begin the fight, you immediately, you start the fight at 1 HP. So I remember the first time I got there, I was like, oh, it's 1 HP. This is going to be like one of those story cutscene fights, right? And then she did the arm sweep and I just died immediately. And I was like, the fuck? And then I was like, oh, well, do I get a... I don't know why I thought I would get a checkpoint, because this was before the era of constant checkpointing. Well, I was like, oh, maybe this is like some fake out, or we could just whatever, right? No, you just die. You have to beat her first form again. Which is not a short fight. That's what I mean, like, I genuinely, when I played Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga, for the first time, I beat, the university, and I legitimately thought the game was over, and all you were supposed to do was go talk to, like, the prince or Princess Peach or something, and then the game would continue. So I was just free roaming around. I'm like, oh, look at all these places on the map that you never actually get to go to. And I was like, what the fuck? I should replay that game, though. Like, it's been a while since I played it. Let's see if... Wait, did I check to see if the third lady was here? Let me check. Let's see if we can get a 3-in-1 again. Because I didn't clip it from that stream, so I'm kind of sad. I need to go back and figure out what fucking stream it was where I had all 3 of the sisters show up at once. I don't know which one it was. And I remember being very happy that day. Not that that narrows it down, I just don't remember. Because it's very rare. Oh, dude! Bro, can I get Sabuna Switch to tell me how rare this is? Because this is the second time I got this. Yo, the second time I got all the sisters to show up at once. Alright, clip this. I gotta remember this. What is it, 1 hour and 10 minutes? Oh, but the Twitch stream is longer, I think. I don't know. I'll totally not remember to clip this either. This has to be a low likelihood, right? I wonder what the odds of any amount of sisters showing up at all is. I wonder if they're all rolled independently or if they roll for different combinations or some shit. I have no idea. Let me turn off my shredder. Boy. Yeah, and also once that new backup comes, I'm gonna move my other computer that's over there as acting as my server. I'm gonna move it over here. My only thing is, like, there's nothing really for me to put over on that other side of my room. Like, there's just nothing. Like, what am I supposed to put over there? I can't have computing. There's nowhere to sit, right? Like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to put over there. I don't know. Like, I won't lie. Like, my room is not like some massive, amazing, like, great setup. I've definitely gone through a lot of iterations of my room, especially during the early days of lockdowns. I was like, oh, well, might as well just take this time to, like, get my room in, like, this perfect setup or some shit. And I really did. I was moving stuff around, like, constantly. When I was playing Fire Emblem, I was on the other side of my room where my bed is now. That was where I had my stuff again. And, like, I don't mind having a little bit of a tight fit, right, in my room, but my room is a lot of tight fit. Admittedly. Anyway. I'm gonna, like, organize stuff better. Okay, there we go. Alabaster. Okay, they spawn more stuff in Alabaster. I don't know why, I don't know how, but that's what they did. Okay. No, I don't want to do massive masses today. Massive masses low-key kind of feel like a waste of time. I mean, like, they're good, don't get me wrong. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. Just today, I'm feeling pretty direct and to the point. I don't know. You ever just have a bad day and just mentally you're just, like, already punched out for various reasons? That's kind of where I'm at, you know? Because I'm tired, man. I'm tired. Tired, and I want to maybe eat something in a little bit and then, like, take a chill. I don't know, maybe I won't record today, but then I want to have a video for tomorrow, so I kind of want to, I don't know, I'll think about it. Regardless, tomorrow I definitely have to record. I know I have to, and I will, but hilarious. Sometimes you just want to chill, man. What, you're over there? Why? Alright, well, let's look at the Eevee. If I get a random shiny, I'll end the stream. Like a 1 in 800. I'll just end it. I'll be like, you know what? That's a sign from above. Stop playing. And then just leave. Why'd they spawn another bag down? God, what a pain in the ass. Have I ever done a Wurmple event on its own? I guess I haven't. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I did a Wurmple event like this. Nice poppin', by the way. Do these things even run? Yes. But they have such a low catch rate. It almost feels like it doesn't even matter. Yikes. I can't aim. Right? You know what? Let's take a fly around. Let's see if we get anything random. I'm feeling lucky. See if we just hear that good sound effect. You know, the one that sends the shiver up your spine. It makes you tingle. It makes you reconsider life. Momentarily. I want my dopamine hit. Oh, dude. Why? Dude. How we got 2 Alpha Wurmples back to back? Hello? We are having almost the same shiny rate as fucking BDSP right now. 0. 0 because of how often, like just how fast you have to encounter Pokemon. Like, you really cannot do more than, like, maybe a Pokemon every, what, 45 seconds? How many Pokemon are we encountering every second right now? I think we are actually getting as low as 1 every second. At points. You gotta admit, that's pretty damn good. Okay, let's leave. We're done. The 1 in 800 is more of a bonus. It's not something to hunt for. Dude, why is the sound glitch? Dude, the more I play this game, the more the glitches are happening. The sound effect doesn't end properly when you teleport. The Pokeballs teleport on top of each other when you throw like 3 or 4 of them at once. Right? Like, there's weird shit in this game. There are weird glitches that just occur. Adamant, very nice. Shame there wasn't more like town building and stuff in this game. I feel like that's always an easy way to extend how much a game gets played, you know? Have something like town building or some shit. That's always fun to me. I like that. Like, yeah, okay. In Valhalla, I didn't finish it. But to be fair, like, I did everything on the map, and they want you to, like, do repeating farmable methods. And even in my mind, I was like, dude, I've already played this game for over 100 hours. You gotta be out of your goddamn mind. And I was done. Alright, it was close to 100 hours, I think. Because I love Valhalla. You know, there was a DLC for Valhalla that came out, like, a month, like, I think in August? Dude, it was, like, the quietest drop for content I've ever seen on a video game. Like, what are they, ashamed of it? It's probably really bad, isn't it? They didn't even promote it. They were talking about fucking Assassin's Creed Mirage and Assassin's Creed Japan. And did they even mention the Assassin's Creed DLC? Like, I have no idea. I had to, like, randomly Google Valhalla while looking for, like, I think a thumbnail or something. And then it's like, oh, by the way, there's an extra fucking DLC for it. It's a roguelike or something. And I'm like, but why? And why did you not say anything about it? They just didn't give a shit. That's what I'm talking about. And then they wonder why people don't play shit, because they didn't talk about it. You know, right now, like, did they even tweet it? Maybe they tweeted it. Okay, this might be a bad example. They tweeted, they put up a YouTube video for it. I don't know. Maybe they did. I really miss it. And I'm usually, like, ear to the wall when it comes to Assassin's Creed. That's one of the few franchises I routinely play the shit out of. And I'm really knowledgeable about. Because I really care about it. For some reason. Why? I'll never know. I was supposed to move again, you fucks. See, it says I'm supposed to move again. That's what I mean. This system cheats. It does something behind the scenes, like when it's off the screen, and there's no way for you to know. I don't know. I think my Weevilles are probably, like, exactly identical at this point. Oh shit, we left this one. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it got the same treatment as BDSP, right? Everyone hyped it up so much, and then, like, within a month or two after launch, no one was talking about it. It was already a forgotten game. And that's sad, man. It's sad that they put this much work into these fucking games and then just, like, ditch them. They just don't talk about them ever. Like, imagine being some poor dude that had to work, like, overtime, crunch hours, so this shitty product could be out. You know damn well you're not paid enough for this amount of fucking slavery and abuse. And then at the end of it all, like, people talk about it for maybe a month, and then they don't even fucking remember it after that. Like, yeah, you got paid, but it's from, like, it's the artist thing, you know? It's like, from the artist's perspective, does it feel good? You know, probably not. It's probably very depressing, actually. You know, and then you work for a company like EA, and they don't even give you a good chain of command. So motherfuckers are running around doing things and then being told to undo them. And then, like, a year later being told to redo them, you know? Yeah, I'm citing Anthem a bit, but, like, to me that is just, like, complete dysfunction. Anthem is definitely not par for the course. I totally understand that. Clefairy. Probably at the summit, right? No, probably at the summit or down the hill. Honestly, I don't even want to check it anymore now that I think about that. I knew it. Never mind, I'll check it. Might be one of the wackiest things about, like, just gaming in general. It's fucking weird. And some asshole that works at some fucking gaming magazine will write an article and be like, oh, well, you see, gamers are pieces of shit. Because I've never seen a group of people that hates their fucking presumed viewer base more than gaming journos. Ever. I struggle to think of a group. Like, maybe, I don't know, a sports team, maybe? I have no fucking idea. They absolutely hate gamers. Like, it's just insanity, man. Okay, don't care. Very nice. Rain check and realize gonna rest today since I had an energy drop. All right, fair. I mean, I'll do them on my own, but I'll do them with you tomorrow if you want. You know what, Ash? Since I have nothing to do tomorrow, unless I am like super deep into a session of like Bayonetta or recording something, just at me on Discord, and I'll just probably pause my recording and just come do roulettes. Since I know that. For me, I'm a night owl, right? Like I get more active the more the night goes on usually, especially if I know I have nothing to do the next day. Like I get more power from that. I know you're on a actual like timeline, so I don't want to like play this like for example. I feel bad that I played this when we could have maybe done roulettes. Could have changed this into a 14 stream or something. Not that a 14 stream is any better than playing Arceus for the literal 47th time. Oh my god! Dude! This is like the luckiest stream ever! Yeah? Can we get a shiny, please? Oh, Lord, if we get a shiny Eevee, man, I'm done. I'm gonna kill the fucking stream. Oh, shit. I should honestly save before I get over there. Could you fucking imagine my luck to get 3 EV streams or 3 EV events in one stream? Like, dude, this is like streaming BDSP all over again. Except I have, what is it, 12 and... Alpha. What do I have, 12 and something chance to get it, right? 12 and whatever? I have 12 rolls at 1 in 100. Or 1 in what? Fuck. What is it before I do this? I hate to kill time like this. Where's my Pokemon tab? Is this it? Or I'll just freeze Opera GX. That is also valid. I literally froze it. Okay, carrying on. Wonder if it'll crash. Alright, please just give us an Eevee. Ash can go to sleep and I can go eat something. We're gonna have to wait for 4 fucking Eevee, 4 fucking Eevee events. Ah! Ah! I hate it. I hate it, hate it, hate it, hate it. I'm getting on fucking BDSP after this, dude. I'm getting on BDSP. I'm gonna explode. I'm going to get on BDSP and fucking get this stupid ass shiny Eevee, man. God damn it. 3 Eevee events. I really wonder what the odds of an Eevee event showing up are. It has to be 1 in 100 at best. Yeah, because they don't appear during massive masses. For some reason, some asshole at Game Freak was like, no. You can get every other Pokemon shiny a billion times over, including the fucking mascot of this entire series. But don't you dare try to get the shiny for Eevee. They are gatekeeping the shit out of Eevee so hard. So fucking hard. Piplup. Why not? I hate this, by the way. I hate that there's nowhere to teleport up there. That beach is equidistant from every single teleport you could possibly do, except this one. There's only 3 teleports on this map, and they all suck. I think every map has 3 teleports. So actually, I take that back. And yeah, on Coronet they have 4, but they're right next to each other. It makes no goddamn sense, man. So stupid. But yeah, I feel that some days, Ash. I'll legit have a tiring day. Like back when I was in what was it, 2015. I would come home from college and I would play 14 for like a couple hours and stuff. But that's just because like back then I was doing everything for the first time. You know what I mean? Like everything. So I would come home, I would be like, alright, today's the day I level Ninja, and I would do a couple runs of like fucking Brayflocks or something. And it's all just so different now compared to what it was when I almost said when I was younger. I mean, I've been playing the game for 7 years at this point, more or less non-stop. I played the game through all 4 of its expansions. I think I got back into it like a week after Heaven's Ward came out, right? And, I mean, yeah, like, I don't regret it or anything. It's just, I remember how I felt back then. I was like, damn, there's so much to do, run around, what's a relic, you know, what's all this stuff, you know, and it's that, like, childish, like, naivete, right, like, trying to go out and do other stuff is so nice, right? It's such a good feeling to have that kind of desire to know what a game has, you know, push the limits. What can we do in this game? You know, like, just break it down. It's such a good feeling. That's why I like... Alright, cool. Anyway. Is it running for me as well? It hurts you? Does it actually attack you? That's the real question. Yes, okay. Okay, anyway. Nightmare fuel. Damn it. Yeah, there wasn't enough time to turn around. This definitely has to be the last batch, right? Yeah. What level is it? Oh, come on! Alright, I guess I'll be catching it. Just for shits and giggles. Unbelievable. Because I think I gave away my last Alpha Piplup, right? I don't even know what I do or don't have anymore, man. Alright, let's get out of here. Dude, I cannot believe I've been playing for almost an hour and a half and I do not have one shiny. Am I even playing the same game? Time to see use Iron Tail. You need to see it use Thunder. 70 times. Insanity, man. I'm gonna start maxing out some of these. I don't know, maybe I'll do it in my free time. I feel like that's just a waste of stream time, honestly. Right? We have so little precious time together. Oh, maybe I should have saved it. I could have gone back for Golbat. Golbat ain't a bad shiny. Crobat's the bad shiny. Pink Crobat? Why pink? Ugh. Man, ugh. Ugh. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, it's over here. Wait, where is it? Here it is. Okay. Just sucks. Two areas can make EV events, and you just never get to see them. That's what I really hate. Two different areas can have EV events, and then you just get none. Oh, it's so frustrating, man. Are Monferno vicious by default? I don't think they are. You have to start catching them first. It's 2 a.m. in the UK. Yeah, I have a surprising amount of UK viewers. It's just really unfortunate that, like, my free time just happens to be, like, a really awful time for you guys. I swear I don't do it on purpose. But, like, if I stream too early, like, I'm just gonna be getting buzzed nonstop. And if I stream too late, like, I'm tired. So, like, I don't know. Time zones suck. It's very unfortunate because I think Snowman's in the UK, I think Raiden's in the UK, and I think you're in the UK, maybe. And, like, I don't know. I get a lot of UK viewers, I guess, and, like, I don't know. It's, like, the worst time possible. This is like the kind of stream you watch when you know whatever you're about to do tomorrow is going to get bodied with a Nasher. Maybe I could add a Gallade to my team. Maybe I should do that. Maybe, like, get rid of one of my Weevilles. Just retire it. Probably get rid of the big one. They should all have the same exact stats. I actually should check. They should all have the same stats. So it doesn't matter which one I keep or whatever, because I'm not using special attack. That's like the only stat they probably vary in. Because I've maxed out everything else, so... Alright, let's get out of here. Right? You're not pink. Okay, let's leave. Like I said, I'm going until I get my shiny. I don't care how long it takes. I hate it. I did it again. I pressed it twice, but I already hit A. There we go. I wake up needing a Pinot, I can't sleep. Oh, that's the best. Like, if I wake up at, like, 5:30-ish, like, I can't go back to sleep. Like, that's just my waking time at that point. I can't do it. It's unfortunate. That's just kind of how I'm programmed. I'm a night owl by default, which kind of does not mesh well with when you want to do commentary on a game, and it's, like, super late. It's like, well, I can't fucking be loud. I don't live in the middle of nowhere. Dude, are you serious? We have back-to-back Tangela events? Oh, you know if I spent my berries on this, I would have been mad. I would have been one mad motherfucker. 2 Tangula events. Piloswine? Yeah, you would definitely, you would know. Because it would be golden. Golden Piloswine. Gold swine up, golden Piloswine. It's like the craziest fucking setup of colors ever. Who the fuck is it? Oh shit, it's Quilava. Yeah, I'll dig through this. Oh yeah, they're aggressive by default. Whoops. Yeah, I'll dig through this. Absolutely. Oh man. I just know, like, I don't know. I used to be the kind of guy, like, I would sleep all day and then do stuff at night, right? Like, I'm very much an afternoon person. If I could, I would just wake up all the time in the afternoon. Because I don't like morning. I don't know what it is. I just do not like the morning. I'm not a morning person. I do not like it. Actually, what's the, what's Friday? Friday is November 4th, right? Okay, so what is November 4th? Hold on, let me look at the calendar real quick. Right, so Friday is November 4th. Right? Okay, so it's the 18th. Okay, gotcha. You gotta be looking at calendars and shit to plan stuff out. What are these, citrus berries? Yeah. Alright, unfortunate. Unfortunate. Worth doing, but unfortunate. Dude, watch, in some alternate reality, my shiny was in another Grottle event, and I'm so biased against them now that I just don't engage with them. You wouldn't even think that this game gives out shinies at this point. Damn, I did the fucking thing again. Actually, let's go to this one first. Remember we were finding like a shiny every like 5 minutes? Remember we found a shiny in like the first 3 minutes? Well, I sleep by day, playing games by night. You luckies. So fucking lucky. I'm so salty. I'm playing the new Star Ocean. It's meh. It's meh. See, I bought Integrity and Faithlessness and I never played it. Like, I saw that it had 7 people in their party, and I was like, whoa, 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 that's fucking cool, right? And then I just never played it. I was like, oh, this will be a great game to play for the channel. I was like up to the stage of making thumbnails for it recently, and I was like, but when am I ever gonna play it? And then I just saw that there's a new one coming out, like literally like last week. I was like, oh, there's a new Star Ocean. Oh, okay. I didn't even notice. I didn't even know. It's no one really talks about Star Ocean. I really think like most people just care about Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, right? And Dragon Quest is like kind of a recent, we care about it in the West sort of a thing, right? Like I think 11 was like the first real big one. Like they put some on the DS over the years, right? But like I think Dragon Quest 11 was like the first like this is a big JRPG from this franchise in the West. I could be wrong. Maybe there was like another one that was really big, but I kind of feel like Dragon Quest is like this really like under the radar sort of feel. right? Like a lot of JRPG franchises do. I think like the biggest ones are probably like Fire Emblem, Tales, and like Final Fantasy. I think Tales is like kind of there now, right? Like obviously Symphonia was a big hit, but I think like Tales is kind of maybe cooled off a bit after Vesperia. I think that people really like Vesperia. I know I'm one of them. And beyond that, I think that people just kind of don't really give a shit. So Star Ocean, unfortunately, like, I don't know. I remember, like, first becoming aware of it because of Star Ocean 4. And I was like, oh, this seems like a cool game, right, in my JRPG phase. But I think that it's one of those games where you can only have one save file. And so, in my mind, I was like, I don't like games where you can only have one save file. I was, like, turned off by that. It's the same thing that happened to me with Dead Rising. I was like, why can't I just have multiple saves? Right? This happens to me with a lot of games. Like, I'll be playing a game or two, and they'll just be like, oh, well, you can't have multiple saves. That's why I didn't play Pikmin 3, like, multiple times, like I said I would. Because I was like, oh, every time I want to redo it, I have to undo all my progress. And I mean, like, granted, Pikmin 3 is not as replayable as Pikmin 2. I just think Pikmin 2 is just the best of the formula. I really do. I think that they nailed it on the second outing. Like, yeah, the time limit thing doesn't really exist in Pikmin 2, but they make up for it by making the game hard as shit. Like, Pikmin 2 is a very difficult game. It is an exceptionally hard game, and I need to stream it again, because I haven't streamed it in months. Pikmin 2 is an obsessively hard game. It is incredibly difficult. But I think that that's why it's rewarding, because there's multiple ways to go through the game after a point. Once you get all 5 types, there's like a whole like variety of stuff that you could do. Challenging bosses, you know, all kinds of stuff. That's why I like it so much. Oh no. I might reload this. Well, I did it again, by the way. Watch Dogs was another game where I was like, why does Watch Dogs not have multiple saves? Like, what the fuck? Even GTA 4, a game released at that point 6 years prior, lets you have multiple save files. I don't... Bro, this ain't even the fucking Geodude event. We're done with the stream, by the way. This ain't even the Geodude event. There's an unironic Geodude event that is happening at the exact same time, and I happen to get another shiny Geodude. That's 2 1 in 819s back to back. Now you see what I mean? Apparently there's an alpha somewhere. What the fuck, game? Yeah, he doesn't see me. Oh, well, now he does. Does he? No. He's actually blind as a bat. Is it the Zubat? Yeah, it might be the Zubat, actually. I'm bored. I wish there was someone to rob. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Wow. Well, maybe I'll break my word. Maybe I'll keep going then. Now I have the dopamine hitting me, and now I want to keep going, man. I'm an addict. God damn it. I have to do shit on 14. I really don't want to. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I want to get off of Steam, though. I know I can. I'm just waiting for the Black Friday bundle, or the Black Friday sale for a couple of things. Hopefully Leisure Suit Larry goes back up. If it goes up again, I might just have to bite the bullet. That and the pixel shit, man. I'm not into hard games. I play to have fun, not to suffer. Oh, I like a little bit of suffering in my games. But for me, like, it's a game that you could play. Like, I was a kid and I beat Pikmin 2 just fine. Like, yeah, is my thing to, like, reset if I lose certain types of Pikmin or if things go south? Absolutely. You don't have to play that way. I just choose to play that way. And I've mentally conditioned myself to play that way. Like, it's a challenging game. I get that, like, if you want to play more casually, yeah, it's definitely not the game for people who want to play, like, really casually. Totally understand that. Totally get that. But is it a game I think that is very rewarding in its own right and has a lot of good gameplay and a lot of good design? Absolutely. I think there's a lot of really good stuff that they put into it that unfortunately a lot of people will probably never experience because A, they refuse to port a lot of GameCube games. You know, like, Bayonetta got re-released on everything, right? Like, Bayo 1 and Bayo 2 became a thing on the Switch, right? Pikmin 3 got a deluxe. There ain't no Pikmin 1 and 2 collection. Same with Metroid Prime. That's why, like, I don't know what it is about GameCube games. Nintendo just refuses to re-release them. They just refuse. I don't know why. Why is the Mario 3D All-Stars collection a timed purchase? And if you don't buy it, it's done. You never get it again. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, why? You know people would buy it forever. Like, is there, like, some weird clause with the GameCube or something where you can't buy, like, shit for it? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Also, I got 2 back-to-back fucking shinies. That's insanity. 1 in 819. It makes no goddamn sense. That's insanity. Oh, I should have looked at the Eevee. That would have been... Like, that's the crazy shit about this game. And I could laugh because I basically just won. But, like, dude... I played for an hour and, like, 42 minutes. Didn't see a single shiny. This game has been quiet. Played for 5 minutes to get these fuckers. To get these chuckle fucks. Like, whatever, man. That's the RNG way, baby. Oh, we're out of room. Yeah, Scarlet Violet can't come out fast enough, just saying. Like, as much as I will totally not buy it at launch date, like, definitely could not come out fast enough. I mean, we have room. It's just annoying that, like, I'm gonna run out of space to store something. Whoa, 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 whoa. Chill, 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 chill. Thank you. Yeah, they even tell you it's a very rare specimen you'd be releasing. They're nice like that. They don't have to do it. They're just nice. Even they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. You sure you want it? Like, we know that we get this game gives them out like candy. Are you sure you want to skip it? The best part is I even get a shiny from the actual event. The odds were actually, like, way higher for me to get a shiny from those Wurmple than they were from 2 unrelated Pokemon that had nothing to do with anything. Anyway. How many fucking things do I have? 30? How many do I have in total? Actually, they tell you on this screen. No, they do not. That's a lie. Fucking 100... Dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna have so much money on this game. 192. Or what was it? 100 and... what was it? 30 and 90? 122. I don't know why I said 192. I did it again, by the way. I'm only gonna keep 5. That's not 5. Is this guy done? Nope. I just wish there was a reason to use any of these other buildings. Like, there just is none. That's why it's depressing. It's like, there could be so many more things they could have put in this game, and they just didn't. This generation really was the worst generation in all of Pokemon, and that's saying something. RNG fun and sucks at the same time. I mean, it depends, right? Like, this game has the best shiny rate of any Pokemon game. Per hour, the amount of shinies you find is uncontested. You could literally boot up this game, walk into it. I thought that was red. You could literally boot up this game, walk into a random area, and then find a shiny right away. And even if you don't, you just see more Pokemon per hour than any other Pokemon game. You wouldn't get this in any other game. What are these things weak to again? Let's fucking use you. You just wouldn't get this if you play any other. The only other game I think you could maybe contest this in is Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. You could do the Ultra Warp ride, and if you're really lucky and you're really good at it, like, and you get really favorable patterns in the wormhole, then you can catch a bunch of shinies back to back. But like, you see how many things have to conditionally go right? In this game, all you have to do is just play the game. You don't have to do anything else. I thought that was blue for a second, and even I'm like, that's not what the shiny is. What's going on? That's why I like the Ultra Warp ride. That's why Gen 7 had me on such a high note. Like, I was still willing to defend Pokemon to so many people. That's what makes me really sad. They can't patch shiny viewing in the overworld into Sword at the minimum, right? The game they're supposed to care about. They can't. They don't even need to put a sound effect, right? This game is nice enough to give you a flashy little sound effect. They just have the model appear in the overworld, and if you know, you know, and if you don't, it doesn't matter to you. If you don't know what a shiny is and you don't care, you're probably a kid, and that's fine. It just doesn't apply to you. I would totally shiny hunt in Sword if there was a way to do it. You kidding me? There's so many Pokemon that are not in BDSP and not in this game, right? There's like half of all Pokemon in existence came after this fucking game, or after the BDSP decks. Motherfuckers got me playing Omega Ruby again. Like, could you believe that? Ah, that's really big. And when Omega Ruby came out, people were mad at it because they're like, where's the Battle Frontier? But beyond that, like, it's not a bad game. I really like that they give you a Latios in that game, by the way, so early. Because they basically unlock Fly for you. Like, Fly is actually still in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and it's worthless because you could just soar. I think it's a specific button you push, and you could just soar into the sky. And I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Why the fuck isn't this in Gen 7? That should have been my first clue when I played Omega Ruby. I played it after I played Gen 7. I forget when, though. And I was, like, blown away. I'm like, dude, there's so many cool features in this. Okay, we're done. I was like, there's so many cool features in this game. There's soaring. They have contests again. Megas are in the game. They added more Megas, right? It was way better than X and Y. X and Y might genuinely be like some of the worst Pokemon games. Like, the only cool thing they had in X and Y was the Friend Safari. I thought that was, like, the best thing that they had in it. We're not doing that. Fuck that. The Friend Safari was fucking awesome. I love that. That, like I said, that's what got me to go on 4chan and on VP and trade fucking Pokemon with people. I love that shit. I thought that was awesome. That was really fun. Really fun. Talk with people. I think back then, that was like right before the Discord revolution. That was like 2014. Like I said, I was trading with people in Japan and stuff. It's just a shame I could record literally 0% of that. And it makes me really sad to this day. Like, the most animated, like, that's what got me back into Pokemon. I was like, yo, Pokemon's going global? This is awesome. You know, you don't have to, like, because the Wi-Fi connection was always slow. It would drop. It wasn't very great. It was always, like, a very, like, blasé system. You know, it was just social media had progressed to a point, and just everything else had, like, kind of gotten to a good spot. And it was like, well, think about all the crazy shit we could do now that you could not do years ago, you know? And that to me is like the ultimate power of technology, right? Uniting people in ways that people never thought possible. That even a couple years ago would have been a pipe dream. Would have been something you would have never considered. Could you go back 10 years and tell me I would be streaming video games for people, like, constantly? No. It's just not something in the dictionary, you know? It's not a move in your playbook. Alright, well, we'll know very quickly if we have these. Okay. I'm not gonna go back. I'll just progress. It's fine. Gen 7, I was doing the fucking island scan. Some dude had all the QR codes for every Pokemon up on an Imgur document. And I was like, dude, you are... I didn't actually message him, but I was like, this guy went above and beyond, right? All the shit you would ever need on an Imgur document. You just can get all the Pokemon. I was catching all sorts of legendaries and all sorts of, what do you think? Should really flip a coin. I have $1 on my desk. I don't have a fucking coin. Let's go for this. It's fine. You know, all kinds of crazy shit. I think I had a good friend zone too. People who had starters in their friend safaris. That was really like the best part, was like rebuilding a whole new like collection of Pokemon damn near from scratch on fucking Pokemon Y, right? That was fun as fuck. I went to the launch event. At Nintendo World New York. I was at the launch event. That shit was cool. And the reason why I remember that day is because that was like the first day I ever had Starbucks, because I had a project that I was doing for college at the time. And I was like, I'm gonna be so dead tired by the time I get there. Like, I was like, okay, let me get some coffee, right? And I remember sipping it, and I burnt the shit out of my tongue. Like, I didn't know that Starbucks comes, like, on lava levels of fucking hot. So I burnt the shit out of my tongue. And then when I got there, I fell asleep anyway for, like, an hour or two, because I was just that tired. Like, I was up all night doing the project, right? I came in, I had a full fucking, like, 24-hour day. And, that's why in the pictures that we took, I was tired as shit. But, like, I was also, like, having fun, because it was, like... You know, you actually get to talk with all these people about their favorite Pokemon on the line and everything. It's such a... It makes me sad, actually. Now I'm a little bit sad. Like, actually sad. Like, not even meme sad. To think back on, like, how good of a memory that was. You know? Like, it was such a different, unique time, I guess. All these people coming together, talking about their shared interest. You know, the only other time that happened that I could think of off the top of my head was Kingdom Hearts 3. You know? Like, yeah, I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. Am I, like, the biggest Kingdom Hearts dude? No, not really. I'm not, like, a super Kingdom Hearts fan. I like the series. I like the games. I like, you know, the existence of it. But I'm not, like, a super big fan of it. You know, to go to GameStop at, like, 9 p.m. and see literally no children there. It's all dudes that are my age or older waiting to play this game about an anime character and Disney characters. It was, like, heartwarming. It was like everyone had a little bit of their inner kid there. I know Kingdom Hearts 4 is not going to be the same way for me, because I kind of think that it's going to go into some weird plot line that I don't really have much interest or fucking bearing in. But, like, it was cool to see that many dudes there, you know? It was awesome to just see, like, so many people who had, like, actual childhoods, you know, there to see the what we thought was the conclusion. I mean, let's... What? Dude, are all my shinies tonight going to be random? For real, game? Alright, let's save, so I don't screw this up. Agreed, I went at like 7 p.m. to grab it. Yeah, they had a thing at my GameStop. They were like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if, like, at 9 p.m., like, or that's obviously not what they said. They're like, hey, we're going to sell this and close. So they're like, hey, I think there was another game that came out that day, but I think literally everybody there was there for Kingdom Hearts. Basically. And it was really nice. Like, that and Pokemon, you know, to actually talk with people. Like, yeah, obviously you could talk with people online, right? But to actually see people there and everyone's hype and we all had a good, you know, a good vibe and stuff, right? Like, it was pretty heartwarming. It was fun. And, like, now they don't really do it as much, right? One, because of COVID. Two, because I just think that, like, you know, I just think people don't do it as often. Now, granted, I'm not there to confirm it, but, you know, it definitely feels like you lost something a little bit. Or I lost something, I guess I should say. And that's why I liked Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, yeah, I feel like a lot of the worlds kind of just didn't really fit, didn't really matter. But I enjoyed, like, basically the culmination of it. I thought it was, like, a very good way to tie up a lot of the plot lines and shit, you know? Also, by the way, that was one of my favorite parts of this game. I could not see that Teddy Ursa at all. But because I was close enough, the game played the sound effect. That is a really good thing I like about shiny hunting in this game. Because I wasn't going to see that Teddy Ursa at all. At all. I was not going to see it. So, by the way, welcome to the stream, Mark. I appreciate it. Makes me sad to think that maybe someday I just won't stream Arceus anymore. Like, yeah, I complained about this game so much, but, like, I don't know, you know, it's emblematic of a time in my life, I guess. It's weird, you know? Alright, luckily we're not getting any shiny Duskulls. I have like 100 of these things. I really don't want any more. Like, I genuinely think I have maybe like 4 or 5 shiny Duskulls. I think, like, Duskulls alone, let alone the other stuff. Wish the fake Legend of Celebi trailer one was real. I've actually never heard of the Legend of Celebi. Were they like hinting at like a Johto game or something? Like a Legend of Arceus sequel? Like actual time travel or some shit? That's another thing. The damn Celebi event in Heart Gold was another thing that made me super nostalgic, by the way. That I really... To even talk about Heart Gold is a rough one, man. I had such a good time, like, reliving my childhood on Heart Gold. I really should see if I could get, like, a 3DS that can stream to my PC. I really should do that. Even if it's secondhand, right? If I could maybe pay, like, just $100 or something. Like, just being able to boot up the Heart Gold playthrough, like, I would totally do a playthrough of it if I could activate all the events. I would have to do some illegitimate shit to do it, but I would totally do it. I feel like that would be worth it. Do an actual playthrough of Pokemon Gold as well. Watch on YouTube, someone made a Legends of Arceus game sequel called The Legend of Celebi. It has the graphics and looks of Arceus. You could not tell it's fake. Okay, I'll watch it after the stream. I don't want to steal his thunder. Let me actually open it in a tab. That would be hype though. I wish they had an expansion for this game. Like, I really do. Like, Daybreak was cool, but Daybreak was like, what, an hour? How long was the Daybreak stream? I don't even remember. I didn't name it. It wasn't long. That's it. It was like early Feb. They had like one extra thing to the game. Like, they added throwaway mode. They added fucking massive mass outbreaks, and that's it. And like, it's cool, right? I got a lot of shinies from Massive Masses, but I really wish, deep down inside in my heart of hearts, I really wish that like this game got an expansion. They introduced so many cool concepts, and then just like, that's it. They never do anything with it again. Like I said, I think I beat this game on like stream 7, and I think I mastered the Pokedex by like stream 10. Where the fuck are they? Oh, over here? Yeah, they're on the hill over here. I remember now. Yeah, see, this is the edge of the map. Isn't it nice? Don't you love how it dims out everything and not just the things outside the map? That's my favorite part. Couldn't even see me. Oh, wow. He got double body blocked. Did you see that? Hi. You're a little too close, buddy. Legend of Celebi. Like, yeah, like, imagine if you had, like, a full-on rendition of some of the old regions done in this style. I really can't wait for the day when, like, people... Like, yeah, this is gonna be illegitimate and reverse engineering, right? But I really can't wait for the day when modders, like, unironically can, like, take modern-day toolkits for games and then just, like, go back and remake all these old fucking games in them, you know? Like, they're trying to do that with Resident Evil 3, like, make an actual fucking remake of it, not the trash that they gave us. Okay, it's not trash. I take that back. That's a little mean. They didn't make trash. They just didn't make Resident Evil 3. And I think that's... What the fuck? I think that's, like, my biggest complaint about it, is that the Resident Evil 3 remake is not Resident Evil 3. It's, like, less than Resident Evil 3. I was like, if an indie studio made it. I mean, the truth of the matter is that it was really just, like, it was an expansion that they didn't want to fully do. But, like, I can't wait. Like, someday someone will probably be able to reverse engineer some shit and like be able to fully make like big open areas and stuff, you know? Like if people will spend the time in Minecraft to do it, and if they could make Kanto in Minecraft, we're gonna reset anyway. If people can make Kanto in Minecraft, they will totally, you know, make Arceus or something, make Johto, make Kanto or something like that. Hoenn. I would love that. That would be really awesome. Like, obviously, I'm not saying that every time there's a slight engine upgrade, they should dump everything they're doing, right? But, you know, like, someone out there will make it a labor of love. But what they need to do, what these modders need to do, is they need to stop fucking announcing it so they could get C and D. They just need to drop it on the internet one day. Just be like, here it is. Whoop. Don't, like, it's kind of a thankless job, because if they take credit for it, they're going to get sued. They just need to drop it on the internet one day. Just be like, whoops. Oh, well. Ooh, silly me. I seem to have dropped in a mod of whatever, right? It's like the another Metroid 2 remake bros. They were putting in work. It just happens that they were also making Samus Returns at the same time. Very unfortunate. I feel for them on that. You know, that's my criticism of Nintendo. I have the same criticism of Nintendo that I have of, what? Oh, I have the wrong thing. I have the same criticism of Nintendo that I have of, like, every other franchise, right? Like, why the fuck are you not playing into your fucking strengths? Oh, look, a female combi. See if I get it, actually. Yep. Oh, you guys get aggressive? I thought you just attacked. Okay. I mean, yes, that is what aggressive means, but you know what I mean. I thought they, like, do the thing where they, like, attack you and then, like, run away or something. I don't know. That's why Let's Go was such a damn disappointment. If you could just turn Let's Go into a normal battling simulator, I would have played the shit out of it. Like, if I boot up Let's Go now, like, I'm just not gonna have fun because you have to do the fucking throwing bullshit. And I hate that. I absolutely hate the throwing shit. You can tell I've never done a Rosalia event before. And it just sucks because, like, we live in an era where, like, we have all the technology we could ever ask for, right? At least in terms of game design. Like we are at the point where we don't really need to, like, these games are doing crazy shit. The tech is there. It's just a matter of willpower of the developers, right? They could do it. I mean, maybe not with the Switch because it's, you know, it's portable or whatever, right? But, like, they could totally do it, right? Like, if Nintendo came out with, like, a PS5, like, equivalent console, could you imagine how fucking nuts their games could get? It would be insanity. That's what I mean. Nintendo, like, is always going to just, like, ruin their games because of hardware. Alright, what is it? An Abra? I mean, like, yeah, I could go back. I mean, I caught this female combi, but I could always catch a Vespa Queen anyway. There's always a guaranteed Vespa Queen in this game regardless, so. Oh my god, hold on. Sometimes I have the silliest friends and I get annoyed. I get annoyed, but it's a labor of love, you know? Okay. Alright, Aber will be quick to look through anyway. I kind of sacrificed that combi. You ever just look at an old Pokemon and you're like, I want to train one of those? I don't think we're going to get any more shinies, by the way. The fact that we got 3 1 in 819s makes me actually a little annoyed. Like, yes, a shiny's a shiny. I already had them, right? Although I love Green Teddy Ursa. Like, I won't lie to you. Green Teddy Ursa, like, not only was it one of my first shinies, what the hell? Yo, they flee instantly. God damn. They spare no expense getting the fuck out of here. That's what I mean. It's brutal trying to catch these fuckers. I've had 2 shiny Abras. Every time is a pulse pounder. Let's check these guys, then we'll check the Eevee, and then we'll leave. Not shiny. Not shiny. Okay. Yeah, it's just a damn shame. I wish that Nintendo would just do more with their IPs. That's the same thing I say about Sony. Like, why would you have, like, you know, like, look, it's cool that they have Horizon. You know, I actually really like Horizon now. At first, I was like, oh, you just probably shoot arrows or whatever. Who really gives a shit, right? And, like, after this year, when I played Zero Dawn and what was the other one again? Forbidden West. Right? Like, I love it. I think that it's genuinely, like, one of the better IPs I played in years. I love Forbidden West. I recommend you go play it. It's really good. I don't know if it's as good as the first one, right? I don't think it's bad, though, in any measure at all. I think I like some of the new things they added. They definitely tried to make it a deeper gameplay experience. And it looks really good, by the way. Like, I actually really enjoyed playing Forbidden West. Did I play it on the PS4? Actually, what did I play it on? Ash would know. I think I played it on PS5. Why am I having deja vu? I feel like I'm having deja vu for Mantine. Like I've lived this in a past life. It's kind of scary, actually. I get scared at deja vu now. I used to be like, oh, this is a fun feeling. Now I'm like, oh, no, no, no. Do I die in the next 30 seconds? Why am I having deja vu? Speaking of that, I kind of want to play Phantom Pain again. Like no joke. I actually kind of do. Can you save while out in water? Yes, okay. I kind of want to play Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes again. Because that was one of my favorite playthroughs I ever did, actually, was Phantom Pain. That was a really, really good playthrough, in my opinion. That was like one of the first open world games I played like extensively on the channel. Like before any of the Assassin's Creed games, like when I was 100%ing those, like it was definitely that. And now that's like all the games to play are like open world. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it, man. I am going to be pumping up my YouTube channel full of these playthroughs. They're not really great stream games, though. I mean, I guess I'll commit to doing Fallout 4 as a stream game, because I already started it. But, like, I don't know. I like those games when I... Okay, here's the real thing I need to do, guys. I have to get a new chair. You think if I bother, like, one of those, like, chair brands on Twitter, they'll send me a chair and I'll represent them in my video? That would be fucking awesome. It will never happen. But, like, I'd like to think that that would be, like, the coolest thing. And I could actually save a ton of money. But my thing is, like, I'm not one of those, like, streamers that, like, would have it on, you know, like, the content. Yeah, chairs are expensive. Especially good chairs, right? Like, that maintain their posture. I think they did Persona 5 so well, I don't think Persona 6 is going to be a good game. Well, I mean, there's always the chance that they'll top their work, right? Yeah, I like to believe. Oh, I'm gonna probably make a separate channel for Persona games, by the way. So, obviously, I don't want to say, like, sub to my other channel when I literally have not even, like, done anything, right? Like, I've just, like, committed to it today. I was playing a game, and I was like, you know what? I really just should fucking play some of these games. And if the only way I'm gonna play a Persona game is if it's on another channel. Because I'm not gonna sit here and upload Persona to my main channel and then fucking get banned for playing Persona. Like, that's not gonna happen. I'm not doing that. I'm not playing whatever weird game Atlas wants to play. I'll just put it on another channel, completely separate in another browser, and then that'll just be where my Persona playthroughs will be. Because, like, they always have this weird rule of, like, you can only play up to this date in the game. And then they never say, like, alright, all clear, go ahead, spoil as much as you want. So I'm not about to play around with that shit. I'm not. I ain't about that life, alright? Like, I like their games. I think they're great. They are way too copyright happy. And I'm not about to live that life of, oh, my main channel got struck. No. We're gonna nip that in the bud. Forget that. We're just gonna get that out of here. But, like, I want to play Persona 5 Royal. I want to play Strikers, right? I think a lot of people, you know, who watch my channels would like it, right? Now, this won't happen this year, probably. It'll probably be next year, right? I'm also trying to find a place where I could play Dante's Inferno. That probably won't happen for a while either. I want to get Gundam Otaku to join me for that one, because I think that'll be absolutely hilarious. So yeah, there's a lot of content I want to make, and I will make it, because I like making content, guys. I don't know how else to describe it. Which, like, you guys being here is exactly one of the reasons why I like it, right? Because, you know, I get to shoot the shit, talk with people about games. It's nice. It's fun. What the hell was that? Bergmite. I have high hopes for Persona 5. Or Persona 6. Like, even though, like, I think 5 is, like, a little bit overrated, right? I don't think it's, like, Final Fantasy 7 levels of overrated. I just think Persona is just a little overrated, right? Like Persona 5. I like the features, though. I just hate that a lot of them are, like, locked behind, like, social links. I feel like some features just need to be in the game, right? Like, the ability to swap party members mid-combat. You have to, like, hang out with, what's her name? The shogi player. I don't know if it's chess. And they might have localized it as chess. I don't know, actually. But, like, you have to hang out with the shogi player. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I started that link, and then I started the end of the game. And I was like, are you serious? Like, now there's no time. Like, I think I got to, like, rank 6 or something. And I'm like, oh. And that's kind of one of the things I don't like about Persona games is, like, I know the whole point is, like, is to simulate living life or whatever. But I also kind of don't like that, you know, you run out of time eventually. I like that there's a New Game Plus, right? You know, what game is it that I like that you get to the end of it? It might have been Fire Emblem, where I'm like, I like that it simulates time. I don't like that you can't, like, really easily... Like, the New Game Plus in Fire Emblem's good. I don't like having to relearn a billion abilities. I think that's the one thing I'll say. But I played through that game 4 times, right? At this point, I don't know when I'm going to play Three Houses again. I'll be honest with you. Alright, let's leave. I think, like, next year, maybe I'll try to see if I'm willing to do a Three Houses, like, Golden Deer redo. Where I, like, do everything in the game, right? Probably on hard mode as well to mix it up. But after that, like, it's like 60 hours if you skip none of the cutscenes and you just enjoy the whole thing. It's a tall order, man, for Fire Emblem. It's a tall order. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I also kind of want to play Dread again. Damn, maybe I should do that next week. Maybe I'll play Dread. I want to try to do a run of Dread where I don't die, like I do in Fusion. What is the worst sequel ever? Are we talking about movies or video games? I assume video games. Oh man, what's a sequel I thought sucked dick? Like, even Dead Space 3 was not that bad of a sequel. It just wasn't a good Dead Space game. Like, you could have removed Isaac and other shit and made the enemies look a little less necromorphic, and then it would have just been a co-op zombie shooter. Damn, what's a bad sequel? Oh, man. I really want to take a rain check for this, but I feel bad not answering your question up front. Because, like, I know I've definitely played a lot of games, and, like, a lot of sequels have been not great. But I'm trying to think. 13-2 was fine. Like, it wasn't bad. It was better than Lightning, or than 13. Lightning Returns was the best. What's a bad sequel? Oh, you know what? You know what's one? Fucking Assassin's Creed, or not Assassin's Creed. I'm sorry, Afro Samurai 2. Like, literally so bad they pulled it from shelves out of embarrassment, which is bad because I actually want to play the fucking game and I can't find it. I actually want to play it and see how bad it is. Now that's just an easy one though. What's a bad sequel? Like Gears of War Judgment, right? If anyone remembers that. That was like a full $30, like, hey, let's put a Gears of War game on the Xbox after 3. That was basically like their way of milking ODST. I would say Halo Infinite is also a bad sequel, by virtue of it having like none of the features of Halo 5 and Halo 4 and Halo 3 and Halo Infinite and Reach, right? Like, really think about that. Halo Reach and Halo 3 are like 12 and 15 years old respectively. And at launch, they had more content in them than Halo Infinite, and it was better done, right? Like, remember, you used to boot up some of those games, you would get a campaign that had co-op, multiplayer with like 100 different game modes, Forge, Firefight, which was co-op shooting, and theater mode, and custom game, right? Like, you got like 6 games. It's nuts how bad that shit is, man. That's why Halo Reach, I could still play it to this day. And I should play fucking Master Chief Collection. I've just been doing so much stuff for YouTube and other shit. I really, really want to, like, play Halo and Master Chief Collection. I wish I could get... I should really throw up a server for Team Duels and see if I could get anybody to join it. That would be kind of fun, actually. See, if I actually, like, was, like, a semi-decently big YouTuber, I would totally just throw up a server and just, like, yo, let's shoot this shit in Team Duels. No rank, no nothing. Bungie be damned for not, you know, or 343 be damned for not fucking, you know, putting in the Team Duels mode. I would love that shit. I thought Team Duels was one of the most fun modes I played on Master Chief Collection. I was really having a good time with that. Oh, this will evolve, actually. What's a bad sequel? I mean, like, should I shit on Last of Us 2 for having a shit story? I mean, I feel like we've done that to death. I don't know. There's just a handful of stuff. I thought Watch Dogs 2, while still a good game, so I guess it's not a worse sequel then. Fallout 76, but I didn't play that. I heard it was so bad, I was like, fuck it. I don't know. Because, like, I think there's a difference between bad games and disappointing games, right? Like, this game is not bad. It's just horrifically disappointing, right? Like, that's the stipulation I have to draw for myself sometimes. Like, I'll use those two interchangeably, but if I really want to, like, dismantle and dissect, like, you know, a line of thinking, I have to say to myself, well, is this game bad, or is it just disappointing, right? Because a bad game performs like shit. You know, it doesn't run well. The story, like, it's horribly flawed. Oh my god, another DeWatt event. No more of those, please. So I don't know. I gotta really inspect Element for that. I thought Resident Evil 6 was bad in a lot of ways, but I mean, like, if you had infinite ammo for that shit, like, it probably would be better. I don't know. But that's the thing, I cherry pick the games I play now. Machop. Let's go up top here, see what they got. What time is it, by the way? It's probably like 9-ish. Yeah, it's almost 10. It's almost 10? What? Trying to think of all the games I played. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say for real. Like, what's the worst sequel? I think it definitely has to be something that doesn't perform well. I think that performance has to be a key factor here, because a lot of games perform well and just aren't very fun. That doesn't mean that they're bad games necessarily. Alright, extra fluids. Okay, gotcha. That's it. Let's leave. On the flip side, I can tell you that there's been a lot of good Sony games lately and a lot of good Nintendo games. There's too many. The Switch, in my opinion, has just too many games. They're all good. They're all fun. I would probably go Drapion again. The Switch has a lot of good games. It just isn't a very big console to game on. I think that's like my biggest complaint about it. I did the wrong thing. That's what I mean. I like RPGs, man. RPGs are nice. It's just hard to really get a sequel to an RPG half the time, because by the end of it, you're kind of like, well, I'm just too powerful. Like, what challenge could there be? And actually, Golden Sun kind of addressed that really nicely back in the day, because in Golden Sun 1, you play as, like, the original cast, and then in the sequel, you play as, like, the pseudo-villains. Well, no, they actually were legit villains in the first game. I actually thought that was an ingenious way around, like, the whole, well, how do you have a sequel, you know? Is your character just lazy and forgetting his training, or what? Like, I actually really liked that about Golden Sun. I thought that that was one of the coolest elements of it. It's a shame that Nintendo did not stick with more of those games. They had like a whole JRPG revolution on the Game Boy Advance, and then they just got rid of all of it. And I to this day, I don't understand why. They had one more Golden Sun game, and apparently it just was shit. I didn't get to play it. I mean, you see how long it's taking them to get Advance Wars out, right? I mean, lucky for me, that's more time to get, like, other games and stuff, but, you know. Alright, we'll probably go to, like, 10:30-ish, and then I'll be done. I don't think I'll get my fill for the week, and then we'll move on. What? Do you have like an enhanced HP stat? I like Drapion. Drapion's a fun Pokemon. My thing is that I think they're just putting a lot of co-op into Pokemon. I don't know if I really like that too much. I much preferred it when it was more single-player based. I mean, like, granted, Pokemon was pushing shit forward, right? With, like, Game Boy Advance cables and shit. Like, how many times people use Game Boy Advance cables for games other than, like, Pokemon? Like, I really feel like they're synonymous, honestly. Nintendo trying to be different, but can be holding them back. Yeah, in terms of game design, I think Nintendo is way ahead. I think that even now, even with like half of their franchises forgotten about, they still offer more than the average company. The problem is that like the hardware is one thing, and I just think they just get into these weird phases where they just don't make anything for something. Like, if Star Fox is so important to Miyamoto, how has there not been a Star Fox game in like 6 years? You know? Why in the last decade have there only been 2 Star Fox games? A remake and a prologue. Like, how? How has there not been an F-Zero game in 17 years? Like, these are the questions I really have to ask myself. Like, there are going to be actual adults on this earth that are older than the last time there was an F-Zero game. How? You know, they bring him back constantly for Smash. He's one of their big fucking franchises, you know? It's kind of a negative feedback loop, right? The less that they do anything with these franchises, the more they fade to obscurity. The more they fade to obscurity, the less they want to do with them, right? Because less people are clamoring about it. If you want F-Zero, you're probably like 30 years old now, right? Because you can't even like play like the old F-Zero games on modern consoles, right? So you either own a Wii at the minimum, and you probably remember what it was like when they came out with GX, and GX was fucking fire, man. I remember playing that shit, but it is incredibly difficult. Don't get it twisted. GX is not for the faint of heart. It is an incredibly difficult game. I do not blame people who do not want to participate and play it. It is a very difficult game to play. But I mean, I still think like they should just add a very easy mode and just dump it on the fucking Switch. Charge $20 for it. You know, like the Switch will have a dozen games that like are really good and like niche RPGs or some shit. And then like out of nowhere they will just not bring back like long-time franchises. Yeah, Sony does it too though. They, other than Ratchet and Clank and God of War, all their old shit is dead. You know, where's the new Infamous? Where's the new Killzone? Right? Where's the new Resistance? I mean, granted, I haven't played any of those games besides Infamous 1. But like, my thing is, I know that like they're not long games, right? Oh, fuck that. If I were to sit down and actually play it for a little bit, I know I would beat all of them. So, I don't know. That's like one of my main goals for next year is to play like all those like PlayStation like trilogies, you know? Sly Cooper, Ratchet, Jack, Killzone, Prince of Persia, Splinter Cell, Tomb Raider, Sly Cooper, Ratchet, Jack. Oh, there's so many of them over there. I can't even look. I'll stand up and look in a minute. But for Nintendo, like, I've mostly played a lot of these games, right? I think the only thing I could really do is, like, replay Mario Odyssey, because I did not do a playthrough on Odyssey. That was, like, the last big game I did not play for the channel, was Mario Odyssey. After that, I pretty much played every major game. Paris. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna go here. I shouldn't, like, avoid it. I mean, what I should do is I should fly over it. And if there's nothing, then I just leave. Yeah, because it's right over here. I think Nintendo was at their peak with the GameCube and the Wii. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, I don't like the Wii motion. I was always a big, like, skeptical, I don't like it, I think it's awful type of deal. But at the minimum, like, they put out all kinds of shit on the Wii. Right? Like, they had Fire Emblem before it disappeared. You know, they were talking about a Star Fox game and a Pikmin game. And that eventually, both of those made it to the Wii U instead. Right? Metroid Prime was still around, right? Like, I think Metroid Prime is really going to be like an end-of-console game. I don't know when they plan to replace the Wii. Or, sorry, the Switch. But I really think Metroid Prime is going to be an end-of-console game. I think that is an entirely possible outcome. And it wouldn't be evil, it wouldn't be terrible, right? But I think that that's probably the most likely scenario that's going to happen. It's very obvious something is not right in the world of their development of Metroid Prime 4. Like, it makes me wonder what kind of game were they making before they had to scrap it, you know? Because apparently they scrapped it and got Retro to come back. So, like, what kind of game is it going to be? You know, what? Who knows? And I just feel like Metroid gets the, like, the shit. What is this? What? What the fuck is this? Oh, it doesn't even look like... I don't even know what it looked like, honestly. You know, and, like, I don't want to shit on Splatoon, right? I just don't like Splatoon. But I am kind of salty that, like, Splatoon gets to have all these games. And, like, all these other franchises just get to eat shit, you know? I think that that's horrifically unfair. And I obviously, like, I know Splatoon's big, it's popular, all the kids love it, everything, right? Like, I personally don't like it for a couple of reasons. I don't dislike that it exists, obviously. But, like, you know, I was just a GameCube boy. The GameCube just happened to be a very different era of Nintendo, I guess. Right? So, what can I do? Because I was balling on the GameCube. My only regret is selling all those games and then having to buy them back later used. And that was a mistake. And I will forever regret that to this day. Was selling games to pay for shittier new ones and listening to my parents. And that was one of those things I guess looking back was like, well, why did I listen to my parents on this? What does anyone in my family know about the value of games? Nothing. Jack shit. They know fuck all. So why did I listen to them? Because I was just a kid. You don't know any better. Eventually, when you're part of becoming a teenager, is just learning that a lot of times the adults in your life are just really big children. They make dumb decisions based on really even dumber logic and reasoning. And it's just, I mean, like, some people would think the shit I do is dumb. Some people would think that me sitting here playing a game I openly said I fucking hate and think is garbage, that is huge, by the way, is dumb. And I mean, on some level, you're right. But I think it's not that I hate Pokemon, I just don't like how they handle it. It's the same thing with Call of Duty. I don't hate COD, I just hate what they've turned it into. I would be happy to play a Black Ops 2 style Call of Duty again. Are you kidding me? Oh, it's Zubats. I thought that was for Chatot. I wasn't even looking. I'd love to boot up Black Ops 2, you know, and play it again. Dude, we have 2 Alpha Seals. Okay. I'd love to boot up Black Ops 2 again and play it like it just came out. Again. Or Modern Warfare 3. I remember going to GameStop to get Modern Warfare 3. They had one hell of a midnight launch for it, let me tell you. They had fucking malt liquor on outside. I mean, they didn't clean up at all. That was kind of fucked to them a little bit, right? But I was like, dude, this game is lit. I remember coming home, recording the playthrough, and then playing multiplayer, right? Because back then I didn't do what I do now. Nowadays I have a computer, I have OBS handle everything. I play on a TV. No input lag. Back then I was still using the Dazzle, I think. Couldn't do it. I would have had so much multiplayer footage of that game. You want to know what's sad? Is that I would still want to play more of it. It wasn't just about having a ton of multiplayer footage. It was about the fact that that was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that's gone forever. I used to have Lego, but my mom got rid of them for saying I'm too old for... Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Just like the same shit I say about that one guy who got rid of his entire PS2 childhood for that one chick. He's like, oh, well, my girlfriend says I gotta get rid of it. So he gets rid of it because he clearly gave away his brain, right? My fiend works at GameStop. He gives out pizza and rewards during midnight releases. This is a waste. Dude, I love that. That would be awesome. I used to have, dude, 3 seal events. Alright, I'm digging through these, by the way. I used to have a really good... I was basically on a first-name basis at my local GameStop, because I would come in, you know, pre-order some shit for the channel, buy a bunch of stuff, talk with them about games. It was fun. It was social. It was cool. You know? It was really cool. There was this one attractive girl that worked the register. I remember her. Nothing ever happened. I thought it was weird to maybe, like, ask out someone I see it on a regular basis, you know, but I was like, you know, she's cute. I was like, dude, this is lit. I was having the time of my life. There was another dude we would talk about, like, I forget, what was it? Fucking Mario? Not Mario. We would talk about Zelda. Sorry, I don't know why I confused those two. We would talk about Zelda and like what our favorite Zelda games were. And I was like, dude, I love the Oracle series. And he was like one of the few people I knew that had played the Oracle series. And I was like, this is, you know, like, where else am I going to go to find people that even know what I'm talking about? You know? It was awesome. And nowadays, it's so soulless to just go on Amazon, tap, 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 pre-order a game. I mean, I don't use Amazon, but you get my point. Like, I missed that experience, and they closed all the GameStops near me. So it's like, well, I guess I just won't get to do that anymore. Makes me feel really kind of sad. I feel a certain type of way about this shit. Those midnight events, I went to the midnight launch of GTA 5. If anyone remembers that playthrough, I started that playthrough at midnight, and I think I played for, like, I was tired, though, so I didn't really play a ton. But, like, I remember specifically starting GTA 5 super, super late at night, and then I was like, you know what, midnight launches are cool, but realistically speaking, like, they're not great for making content unless I were to sleep ahead of time. Which is exactly what I did for Metroid Dread. I was fucking asleep. I was like, yo, I know Dread's coming out, and I'm gonna be rested as shit. I'm going into this, and I basically beat the whole game in one sitting. That was fun as fuck. Oh, great. Oh, great, the rainstorm's gonna clear up? Excellent. Right when I get to actually working on some shit. Oh, God. Okay. Whoa, wait, what is it doing? It had a long neck for some reason. Alright, I think that's it. I'll never make it to that other one. Alright, we're done here. Let me just fly away. I still have Oracle season somewhere. Yeah, I got all my GBA games. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't ask my cousin if I could just, like, either buy his PS2 off of him or if I could just have it. And years later, they were like, oh, we would have let you have it. And I mean, like, I believe them. It just sucks they didn't ask me. It's unfortunate. I should have asked them. I should have been like, so he's going away and stuff. But I didn't want to feel like a miser, you know? I didn't want to feel like I was just only messaging them for it. You know what I mean? Like, this was around the time when we stopped really, like, seeing, you know, regularly visiting them. I didn't want to just, like, call them up and be like, yo, you still want your PS2? Like, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, it just happened that I didn't get it. It's whatever. But I feel bad about stuff. I didn't want to, like, call him up and shit. Because he had a Game Boy Color, too. He had a bunch of games for the... No, I think he gave me most of his Game Boy Color games. He didn't give me the Game Boy Color, though, which is interesting, but whatever. But, I mean, like, it was his, right? Like, it... You know, I'm not gonna sit here and, like, you know, fucking hover over a family member. That guy... my cousin is damn near like a brother to me, right? Damn near like the closest thing I have to a brother. I'll never get any closer than that. So, you know, I'm not gonna, like, hawk over his shit. You know what I mean? Like, that feels weird. What? What? Hello? Guys. What? It's another game glitch. What? If you're not looking at the screen, you're going to want to look at the screen for this one, folks. What the fuck? Are they even there? Yeah, they're physically here, I think. They're just invisible. What? Yeah, see, they're here. What? Oh, now it's fixed. What the fuck? That made no sense whatsoever. I am really confused by what just happened. What? Dude. Yeah, and it deloads them. Dude, the game is unloading Pokemon. Right in front of my eyes. Yeah, the more I play this game, the glitchier it becomes. I don't know what the hell's going on with this game now. Like, first it was the Pokeballs, like if I were to catch multiple Pokemon back to back. First it was the Pokeballs, like, stacking on top of each other. Then it was audio bugs. Now it's this, right? Like, now the game is just, like, unloading Pokemon in front of me. The more I play this game, the more fucked it gets. I'm really kind of scared, actually. Maybe I should stop playing it until I could get all the Pokemon out. That's kind of ridiculous. You guys gonna disappear? You gonna cry? I guess not. Maybe it's fixed. Okay, well, here's the funny part. I kind of don't want to do this anymore. Do some shit. Alright, let's leave. Absolute insanity, by the way. Alright. Let's go back to looking for mass outbreaks. Snorunt? Isn't it blue? Do I care about... Yeah, we'll look. We'll at least look. I think you could scare off Snorunts. I don't think they fight back. Yeah, the more I play this game, the more glitches I get. I'm just waiting for the day where I could play this game with a T-pose glitch. I need a game where you could reliably get everybody to T-pose all at once. That'll be the game to play. Absolutely. Just have dudes sliding around, arms outstretched. Oh, that would be so good. You guys run or do you fight? I actually don't know. I think they run, yeah. Did you see that? The back of, like, the head clips through the cloak. Okay, now you're gonna run. Actually need to catch him, so I might as well do that, right? Dude, have I caught a single shiny from... I heard Fallout 4 is getting an update to fix it. What's broken about Fallout 4? I mean, it's a Bethesda game. I take that back. I mean, is it going to be an official patch, or is it going to be the fans once again fixing things for them and doing their jobs for them? Which normally is fine, right? Like, I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with game, you know, a popular game getting patch support. I just find it kind of interesting that, like, every Bethesda game always has bugs. Like, like, Fallout 76, man, I don't know how they fucked that one that badly, but they really screwed that. And, like, my thing is, like, why didn't they just release a single-player game for, like, $40? You know, just say, like, hey, this is to tide you guys over. We know we've only made Skyrim. You know how Todd Howard likes to come out on stage, crack a couple jokes or whatever, right? Like, why didn't you just come out and say, listen, we're going to take a break from re-releasing Skyrim for the 50th time to release a little side story in the Fallout universe, right? Done. They could have been heroes. They wanted a fucking looter shooter, man. That's why. And luckily no one was texting me there. That's just, I have an alert on my phone. I need to clear it up. It keeps buzzing me because it's full. Oops, I was supposed to grab this. Could have been heroes, man. Like, you can never go wrong with some extra single-player content. And I think that's what Ubisoft is getting at with Assassin's Creed Mirage. They even said it's going to be a $50, like, side story to Assassin's Creed. It's not going to be a major game. The next major game is going to be the Japan one. I mean, like, it'll be major in the sense, like, the plot, right? But it's not, like, major in the sense of, oh, you know, it's, you know, next gen or whatever. I mean, it is next gen, I'm pretty sure, but you get my point. Like, it's obviously a side game like Rogue, but still a main game, because Rogue is a main game, and I really hate that I've recommended Rogue for years and nobody ever fucking plays it. I'd rather play 4 than 76. Yeah, I'd rather play 4 than 76 too. I liked 4. right? It's just I haven't had a chance to get back to it. I liked Assassin's Creed 4. I think it's a really, really good... well, yeah, I really like that game. Oh my god, a Gibble event. I really liked, my one session of Fallout 4. I think it was really fun. It was enjoyable. It was a damn good, entertaining time. Just like a Mass Effect, I got a lot of stuff kicking around in my head. I gotta actually just do it, though. I was gonna play Tony Hawk games at one point on the channel. My ass has only been on a skateboard once, and I felt like I was actually going to get myself killed. I don't know how dudes do it. I gotta look through the list of Switch games that I didn't get. I know it's like Mario games and shit. Probably just buy them next time. Just call it a fucking day. Hello? Okay, I guess... Are we gonna fight all three? Okay, very good. I like how it turns into a button masher. But yeah, I know that feeling. Like, I just think that single-player games are just never overrated. You know? Like, EA wants to talk about single-player games being dead, but that's because EA are a bunch of fucking scumbags. They don't care if they make good games, they just want your money. I knew it somehow, too, by the way. Look at that thing. Look how cute it is. God damn. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Alright, there you go. I mean, like, yes, there could be another one in there. However, the odds of it are very, very unlikely. Yeah, the new Tony Hawk, what was it, Pro Skater 5? Yeah, it was super glitchy, and all they had was, like, Lil Wayne in the game. Which, I mean, like, listen, Lil Wayne can be in a game. That doesn't necessarily mean or imply anything bad about it. I just feel like they probably cared more about the promotion of the game than actually making a good game. And I think that when you do that, your game is already doomed. Right? Like, there is no shortcut for making a good game. Right? And obviously, like, this is just me saying it from the consumer standpoint. Like, there's tons of games I would like to play. The collision in this game is amateur level. Might be the most frustrating thing about the experience, honestly. The collision and the glitches and the hitboxing in this game is all fucked, man. This game really was just a fucking demo for fucking Scarlet and Violet. It's really nuts to consider that. Like, Let's Go was a fucking demo template for Sword and Shield. BDSP was just, I don't even know, man. They just did not give a fuck about BDSP. They released it, they hyped it up, they had a couple events, and then after that, they were like, fuck that, we have no idea what you're talking about. Fuck that game. Brilliant what? Shining who? They dumpstered that shit at light speed, which is really the most depressing part about it, honestly. Alright, there you go. Should we look for the system? Ah, no, we already got a ton of money. Let's actually go do some stuff back at the village really quickly. And what time is it? Yeah, look at that. Look at that color on it. Damn. I don't think I've ever seen a shiny Gibble before. It looks pretty good. Alright. Mr. Mime, which I really don't care about. Somehow this turned around in like the last hour. We actually started getting shinies, so what do you know, right? Kind of nuts, but I mean, like, that was a mass outbreak, so that was like the fullest odds we're gonna get without maxing out the dex entry. It's given on an entry by entry basis, is what I should have said like the dozen times I was asked about it. Sometimes it's actually nice to fight them one by one, even if it takes a little longer. Because one, you can guarantee that you one-shot them like this, and two, if a shiny spawns, all the other ones are like far away. So therefore, I don't have to worry about like, oh, the shiny spawns and there's 3 other Pokemon around to body block. Alright. Fucking Gravelers, really? That's just the crazy part, though. I barely remember, like, coming through these areas for the first time. Oh, man. What a lifetime ago that was. Yeah, you come through here with that Gen 5 dude that I didn't even know who the hell he was. Because I didn't play Gen 5, really. I unironically played White, and then I was like, wow, this is not Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Because it wasn't. And then I stopped. Mistress. Oh, with a box. I think, yeah, dude, the boxes keep coming in. What? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, you see why some of these events are just dead? Like, there's just actually nothing here. Like... yeah, okay, let's do a couple more. If we find something, we find something. If not, it's all good. I'm not gonna sweat it. We found, like, what, 4 or 5 shinies today? Already more than the first hour and 40 minutes suggested, so... That Teddy Ursa one was the clutch one, though. Because I totally had no reason to be flying where I was. So... It's the fact that in this stream alone, right, we had that one Rosalia glitch. We had all 3 sisters show up at the same time again, which is statistically definitely an anomaly. What was the other big thing we had? Oh yeah, we had back-to-back shinies. Like, literally 2 shinies spawned within the same viewing distance of each other. That is unique. That should not happen. That is insane to me. And the best part is I will not remember to clip any of this. Is it Rowlet again? Yep. Yeah, this is one of the spawns for Rowlet. Because each node has a chance of activating and spawning certain Pokemon. Like, we already went over it, but like if it says, it basically rolls each node, I'm pretty sure. Right? So it'll roll like this node if it's active. I think it determines how many nodes are active, and then it rolls each of the nodes that are active, basically. Oh, great. And then a bunch of fucking Dartrixes show up. Woo! It broke out. Oh my god, dude. Alright, that's it. This is the only one left that we haven't seen. Yeah, don't remind me how bad my Rowlet luck is in this game. Alright, we have one of the sisters. I'll fight her. I guess I'll go sister hunting in a minute. And then that'll probably be it. Alright. And I guess, next time we play, we'll do the usual, right? Probably gonna move this back to Saturday, though. I think next Friday I'll play something else. I really need to finish Fire Emblem, so that way I can go do other stuff. Then either in December or, like, next year, I'll do the final path in Three Hopes. Alright. They have infinite smoke bombs, but cannot capture any more Pokemon. The humor almost writes itself. And then they wonder why they fail over and over again. Like, I like that they show up, right? Like, the money making is also pretty good too, right? Like, you wouldn't really have any way to make money in this game anyway. But man, do they feel like empty Pokemon battles, because they kind of are. Okay. There you go. Green Teddy Ursa. And blue Gibble. This is actually a really nice color for Gibble. Like, holy shit, look at this thing. This is actually a really nice color. I actually really like this. It probably doesn't look any better than this evolved either, so... What was that, Rash? That's terrible, but whatever. Alright, well, that's going to be it for the stream. I think we got a lot done. I think as the stream went on, we actually accumulated more and more good luck. So that's kind of unique, right? What was I supposed to do back at the village? Oh, I mean, like, I could craft more Pokeballs, right? I probably have tons of money waiting for me whenever I sell all that stuff. But, whatever. It's fine. So next week, we will do more Pokemon as usual. I think that'll be good because I enjoy playing this game. I think it's pretty fun. Too much. And you get a nice, juicy reward. I froze OBS again. Somehow I always seem to do this. It's actually nuts. And then, I don't know. We got a couple more weeks. Obviously, Scarlet Violet will come out. I'll get it when it goes used. Then we'll probably play those for the most part. They'll probably be like the major streams, right? Then I'll play Violet first, presumably, and then that way I'll have my full experience with that. I'll go make thumbnails. I have to make thumbnails for a bunch of stuff, actually, right? What did I say I was gonna make thumbnails for? Scarlet, Violet. I got a couple of things to make thumbnails for, and I'll do it as I remember to do it. So, all right. I want to thank everybody who showed up. I appreciate it. Tomorrow we'll probably stream out with Fire Emblem or something else. I didn't do this, damn it. Which will be pretty fun. So, yeah, good night.